Hey everybody, welcome to this day Fishy Friday. Very nice to see you. Thank you for coming. Tonight, Josh couldn't be here, so Mark's going to fill in for him. Mark and his buddy Joey. And then we got Skylar kicking in. Hey, you got to turn your volume down, son. Bad protocol, bad protocol. We got Skylar coming in before the after hours because Josh ain't here to push the rules.
New Josh.
So,
I'm Josh. Sir.
Okay. Yeah, we got lots to tell you tonight. Let me get up the chat real quick. That's here.
Well, starting off, we already got a $1 donation from Jim Sheasley.
Oh wow! Well, thank you guys.
And he was just here helping us out this week.
Yeah, Jim's a mighty nice guy.
Thank you, guy. So thank you, guy. Thank you, Jim.
Sebastian says, "My Skylar." Speaking of which, she got your roses, Sebastian.
I told him, thank you. Yeah, Sebastian sent me roses when I was sick. Okay. I thought it was awfully sweet of him. Thank you, Sebastian.
You better check your credit card, though, because 2 sets of roses showed up.
I forgot to
mention. One day, one the next day. And they're both the same note on it. So make sure they didn't charge you twice and then, pitch a fit if they did. Sue Ann says, who blew Joey?
That's Mark. Mark's blowing Joey.
Joey is not blown up.
I think you need to blow Joey.
Come on.
Blow him up. What the heck?
There you go. Stop. Okay. So anyways, Josh is out actually looking at a new car. Remember, his car got hit by a deer, and him and his old lady have been car shopping this last week. They got the check from the insurance company, and one just popped up open today. So they went to do that. He'll try and make it here before the live stream's over with. In the meantime, we'll try and entertain you. Think we can do a decent job?
We can do more than a decent job. We'll do better.
Mark, hand me this over. The nurse is getting ready to leave. Oh, you can come close it. It cuts off on his arm. You won't be on camera. Thank you.
Also, AZ Fish Room, member for 36 months. AZ, that's awesome. You've always been great to us. And he said, sorry I'm late. AZ, you're here literally almost every single live stream. You're always here. Sorry I'm late. You're like a minute late. Thank you for being a member for 36 months.
Yeah, thank you. All right, now let's go back to the chat. Pull this up here. Oh, yeah, 36 months. You know what? Jim Sheasley was 36 months, but because he lost his account, he started a new account today. Mm-hmm. So he's got to start all over.
Aw, Jim.
That's horrible.
Jim. If it was
okay, the drinking word. What do you guys want to say? Want to come up with? How about you just consume every time you see me consuming?
There's got to be a good one. There was one last week that you guys should have done. I forget what it was. Hey, chat, help me remember. $2. Michael Jackson. Wow, Michael Jackson is alive.
I knew it. I knew it.
$2. Let's see that mullet, Big Rich. Can I pull this down?
Oh my God! I guess.
Oh no! Here we go.
Show them your luscious mullet.
Oh, I've been working all day. It's all knotted up back here.
So you pay Rich $2, you get to see his mullet. Oh, my mom's in here. Hi, Mom. My mom's Dana Miller.
Dana Miller is Skylar's mom. Oh, look, she says, my daughter's so pretty.
Oh,
I told you look good in them dresses. Yeah. She came here wearing mountain man pants and huge shirts and sweaters.
I'm a mountain man.
And I've slowly gotten her to be more ladylike. Occasionally, yeah, I will give you that. Again, occasionally. When you dress up like a lady. You do.
But usually it's just t-shirt.
You don't dress up like a mountain man no more.
Well, sometimes. Shannon Johnson says, hi, future mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law? Kind of crazy to hear you talking. That would mean
Shannon plans on marrying me.
Who is Shannon? Oh, that's right. Yeah. We figured out that was the guy before. Okay, I got you. Now it makes sense.
So we got the bus started today.
Shannon didn't send you no flowers.
Yeah, Shannon, what the heck?
Sebastian did. Where's he from? Germany?
That's pretty nice.
You know what? I think we should make the drinking word koi.
Koi, we are going to be talking about koi a lot today. So let's go ahead and make the drinking word koi. And if you see me, consume. So, consume. Oh, everybody's saying hello to Dana. I know it's Dana, but it's pronounced Dana. So don't correct me, guys. I was wrong when I called her Dana.
You called her Dana a bunch.
I did. And she did not like that. At first it was okay, but after a while she started smacking me around.
I think people like my mother more than they like us.
They do.
Hi, Kathy, from the other room.
Okay. Janice says your daughter does a good job on this podcast. Yes, we've learned. We tame her down, and then she does good.
Except till when it gets
The
late at night.
the first couple of podcasts you were on,
Live stream.
woo, we didn't know not to harness you in.
And put the
We
reins
let you
on.
go.
I need restrict.
You need restraining. She was eating bugs and
Oh no, we gotta get that going again.
Yeah.
That's good. Yes, fine.
no.
That was fun.
No,
I
that
like
broke
the
your
bugs.
mama's heart, and I will never do it again.
I'm gonna do it again.
No, you're not.
My mom's gonna be proud of
Not
me.
on my live stream.
My mom is Jewish. She's gonna be
No
proud
more
of me
eating
for
bugs.
making money.
No more eating bugs.
I'll find something else to eat then. What the heck? Hey mom, am I allowed to eat bugs again?
No.
Or what should I eat next, guys? What weird food? You know that one, the candy place? There's a coupon on the table for that one weird candy place. We can get a bunch of weird candy again, and from there, and eat a bunch of weird flavors from different countries.
We can do that.
Because that was fun. Because remember, you thought the ketchup potato chips were gonna taste awful, and you love those, and I
Okay.
love them. They were ketchup potato chips, and we thought they were gonna be gross. They looked
Chocolate
Oh, God.
potato chips are good.
They're so
Really?
good. Ketchup,
Yeah.
Ketchup's were good.
potato chips. Oh my god, best potato chips I've ever had.
They like mayonnaise on their fries in Switzerland or something like that.
Canada.
Sweden. No, it's Sweden.
Love MMA has been giving me a bunch of attitude today. Let me know when you have an update. Not talking about her again, and she said something else a little bit.
Who's giving attitude?
Love MMA.
Yeah, I don't see nothing about that. Oh, right here.
Uh,
Oh, it's deleted by
she
Suan.
she looks like a damn fool. She also said.
Yeah, well, if they were deleted, don't read them out loud.
Fair point.
Pizza purpose.
Sheesh.
Shannon
Suan
Johnson
did her
said,
job.
y'all did try those new stacks and chips one time, which was fun. Yeah, we gotta go. We have the coupon. I think it's like 10% off or something like
We
that.
can do that.
We can go. It's not too far away. It's like 20 minutes away from here. It's huge. You'll like it a lot, Rich.
Okay. So let me see how many people are on here, and we will see if we can do the Tracy update yet.
We got 178 on.
Okay, let's go on to the Tracy update. Somebody marks down the time for me. Okay, this week Tracy has done. You remember last week she was a little sick and she was getting better. She got better, and we were able to turn down the oxygen, but she stayed, at a bad level. So we called in some antibiotics. She started taking them, and then boom, she coughed up everything, and has been really easy to take care of since. So that little script of antibiotics worked so well. Her stuff's coming out clear. She's coughing up chunks at a time, and got that out. Now she's coughing up clear. She's doing really well. She's a lot easier to take care of. Her pee don't smell strong no more. And I swear she's staring at me and looking at me. And, every time I go to one side of the bed or the other, she does look at me now. So she is following me. She don't follow me around the bed, like eyes are on it over there and then back. But she'll go from this side of the bed looking at me, and I'll be on the other side of the bed now, and she'll go like this slowly and turn over, and now she'll look this way because she knows I'm over there. So she is doing more activity, which shows me a great sign. You know what I'm saying? I can see her in there, and I can see that she's trying, and she's still progressing. So it just gives me hope. And boy, what do you think she's gonna think when she wakes up and she finds out 3 people are living here she don't know?
I think she's gonna be like, "Why is my hair gray?"
Right. Why is your hair gray, Rich? Why are you fat now? It's been almost 3 years.
Why am I waking up in the living room?
Right.
That'll be a great time.
Oh, another thing you forgot to mention is that about the nursing situation.
Yeah, not only is our new nursing company not sending us no more nurses to fill in the last 40 hours we got, but we lost our nurse for Monday through Friday. She's got Thursdays at her other place that she works, where she watches 2 kids, and they pay more, and so she's given up Thursdays here to work over there for more pay. And Maxim wouldn't, or I'm sorry, I shouldn't have mentioned the name. Our nursing company wouldn't pay or meet their pay that they're paying over there. So we no longer got a nurse for Thursdays. We had Monday through Friday during the daytime taking care of 8 hours. And we had a couple nights during the week, which I really don't need. I can do nights by myself, and it's no problem. But, we've got 44 hours left now for the rest of the weekend, and we need weekend nurses in here. At least Saturday during the day, Saturday night, and Sunday during the day. Because then I'll have the weekend open where I can go and do things like these fish clubs and stuff.
Be able to leave Friday night, come back Sunday.
That would be nice. If that's all it was, I'd work the rest of the week,
Yeah.
But
that's what you asked for at first.
that's what I asked for, and I got everything but what I wanted.
You said, all I need is weekends fully covered, and then you can use the hours for the rest of the week during the day. And they said, okay, awesome, we'll do that. And then they did exactly the opposite of that.
Right. That's all right.
Bob Taylor commented, backyard betas.
No. So anyways, Skylar's been helping out a lot more with Tracy, letting me go outside and work. So, that's been a godsend. She now changes Tracy on her own by herself. I'm very proud of you.
Yeah.
Instead of calling me in from outside working, now she just does it on her own, and I didn't ask her to do that. She took it on herself and did it.
You don't have to tell me when to feed her or anything either.
She knows how to feed and what pills to give and when and everything. She knows the whole schedule. She's helping out a lot around here. Now, out of the 3, I'd hate to lose Skylar as opposed to Jerry or Kathy. I'm sorry, Kathy and Jerry. I'm sorry, but she's doing a lot of things that take away time from me. But yeah, between the 3 of them, Jerry takes care of the fish room. And Kathy's taking care of all the plants and all the weeding outside and that kind of stuff. And then she's doing the hard work in the kitchen, the cleaning the floors and that kind of stuff. And she does the dusting in the front room, all that glass and shelving, the stuff that you don't want to do, So, I mean, between the 2 of you, you guys are keeping this house great and going, and everything's looking good.
Then you got me to put in the tanks to clean them out.
Okay, so we got
Bus started.
Oh, thank you guys.
Loren says, Corthon says, Skylar, you're the best. Sebastian's Team Tracy. Deb Shar's Team Tracy. I don't know where that come from. Dang, Skylar looking nice tonight in a dress. Kevin Brown. You're getting more fans on mine.
I'm going to be more popular than you.
You can open up your OnlyFans.
My mom's watching. OnlyFans. OnlyFans.
That's what I said, OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's what you said. Okay. Well, that's my mother. Nice. Well done, Skylar, getting it done.
Yeah, the team here is amazing. We're getting it. It's been a year, but we're all getting to know our own, area that we need to, fix and work, and it's all now we're working together. Nobody arguing no more. I used to have to almost separate Kathy and Skylar and Jerry and Kathy. It was crazy at first. It's like, why can't, you guys are all adults? Let's get along. But now they all seem to do a lot better now. See, Green Queen says, excellent, Sky. You would make a great caregiver. I talked to her about this. If she would go get her nursing license, which you can do in like 8 months.
Yeah, that's what the one person I talked to said.
I can get her hired here to take care of Tracy here. So she'd have a job right here. She wouldn't have to drive anywhere for work. And it'd be for, around 40 hours a week. And, you'd have your own job here. How long is it taking us for this? whole thing to happen. It's been going on almost 3 years now. You could have already had your license. You've been here almost a year. You could have already had your license and getting paid now. $20 some an hour is nice for never leaving the house that you never leave now. Should do it. I'm just saying.
I might do it.
You, sir, will not be allowed to change
right.
Tracy or any of that kind of stuff. So no.
I was looking at the $20+ some an hour hanging out here.
The Fanica guy said, "What happened to Skylar?" What do you mean? What happened to me? I don't know what you're talking about. Do you want to talk about the koi? Because we already released that video.
We moved the boat and the van today. Let me just finish up the Tracy thing. So she's doing so much better, and she's very easy to take care of right now. She's at that point where she coughs up a lot, and we just have to vacuum out her bib because I cut a hole in the bottom of the trach cover, and now when she coughs, it sits in the trach cover and falls out the bottom into a bib. So once every hour or so, we just got to go and suction out the bib. Works way better. She's not getting suction out internally without needing to because she's coughing it up herself. So this is working out great. So basically now with her being so easy, we can concentrate on other things, and people barely have to watch her. We've got her, her eating, down as a schedule. Almost her diaper changes as a schedule. We can almost tell when she's going to go. That number 2 thing though, that gets us off schedule all the time. She may go 2, sometimes 3 days, then all of a sudden there's just so much of it. You're like,
She peed on me the other day.
Did she peed on you?
Yeah. Got peed on. I was changing her and I was almost done with everything, right? And then just all over my hands. I didn't have gloves on because she's never done it before. So I was like, oh, and then I had to change out everything again. So it took me like 45 minutes.
I came in from outside and she's in here. She's like, Rich, this is horrible. I just had to do this.
It didn't bother me that much.
Oh, you went on about it. It did bother you.
Because it was funny.
You had me laughing my butt off.
It was funny. That's why I went on about it.
Wait. Bless your heart.
Good, Skylar.
She's going to hit me.
Richard.
Stop.
She's going to hit me. You see that look she gave me? Oh, my. Ow. Ow.
I feel like I'm Gilligan and she's captain. She just hit us. Ads again, really? I'm sorry, guys.
Why are there so many ads now? We don't put these in.
I'm gonna have to go. When I hit relist of last week's and stuff, I'm gonna have to go back through all the options and see if there's a thing in there where I can turn off the ads.
Well, I know I've been getting ads, but I would imagine that's good for the channel. It means you're getting views.
It doesn't reflect very much.
Yeah, it's an aggravation to our people.
So we.
Kathy said that she's on ad number 2.
We're 20 minutes in and 2 ads already. Wow.
So 1 every 10 minutes, huh? Okay, so now let's give him an update about Josh. Josh is looking for a car because if you guys remember, that deer hit his car. Well, the insurance company paid and all that. I said that before, but he's been looking at cars, and everything he goes to look at is different than what the ad says. So he's being really picky, which it gives him a right. He's got they paid him $30,000. He's got $30,000 to buy a new car. Be picky.
Okay.
They're looking at all kinds of different cars. So
especially in this market today.
Right. Like Skylar found a truck. She's like, oh, it's in excellent condition. It's awesome. We got to go. I want it. So, I send one of the community service guys over, take a video. It comes back and there's rust under the paint around every wheel well, rust underneath, part of the fender thing missing.
I found a better one, though. That's 6
You definitely found a better one.
I'm waiting to hear back from him.
So now I'm like, Skylar, just because you're enthused about it, you can't say it's it looks like a nice truck from a distance. It looked really pretty. No, it looked really pretty until you get up close.
Yeah.
It did look pretty. You have to admit, it looked really good.
Yeah, it was a nice looking truck.
Yeah, but we found that nice one yesterday with under 100,000 miles on it, $6,000. Tow up to like 9,000 pounds.
Comes with a plow on
Yeah,
it.
it comes with a plow on
You
it.
can actually make money in the winter.
It's a F-150 250 super cab.
Which
It's
she
perfect.
won't go do it, but we have people that would go and do it and plow and make half the money and give it to Skylar. So
Yeah,
she's making money sitting at home, being her own boss.
Yeah. Look who's on, Willstar.
Hey, what's up, Wilsar?
So I'm waiting to hear back from those people because out of all the trucks I looked at and found, that one's the best
See,
deal. So
Willstar started his channel because of us. He was over here all the time, and he got drunk one night.
and now he doesn't come back.
He don't come back now. But he was over here one night, and he got drunk, and then he woke up in the middle of the night and saw me walking around the backyard trying to, I was actually going out there picking up a charger off of, the boat motor stuff, and I'm putting it back away. He thought he saw a Bigfoot. So he opens up his own channel, and he gets a Bigfoot channel going, and he's got his own channel now, all from OFR. And we don't see a dime from it. He don't send no donations this way, and he don't visit us no more.
What the heck, Willstar? That's a little fishy to me. Hey, remember when my cousin was here and he was being really funny before he went to bed because he chose to sleep on the back porch?
Right.
I was like, just sleep inside. He's like, no. He's like, what if I meet Bigfoot and we fall in love or something like that? And then in the morning, I was like,
Cousin's goofy.
and then I was like,
Bigfoot.
so how did the Bigfoot search go? And he's like, good, look, he's right here. And he pointed right at Rich.
Did he fall in love though?
I'm not sure about that. I know
Dude, I came out in the morning, and
He didn't-
it's so bright in the backyard in the morning because the sun sits or starts over there, so it's shining right on the back deck. I'm sitting in a chair, and he's standing right between me and the sun, so all I see is a black outline of a person, right? And I'm like, "Who are you? I don't know who you are." And he goes, "I am your God," and that's all he said. He knows that he's Silas' cousin. I didn't know who it was. I'm like, okay, whatever. And I turned and I started, drinking my morning stuff, and I'm ready to go. And I later found out, I'm like, oh, you're Skylar's cousin. Yeah, you've been here. That's right. Were you the guy in the back porch who said you were my God?
Can you see where I got my personality from? What side of the family?
He's funny.
I had to wake him up to move his car that day, and he was passed out on the back couch on the porch.
Jay McGowan says, are you still coming up to Brian's this weekend? Let me know. I'll come up if you need an extra hand. Josh is driving up there. Me and Mark went out there. We moved Skylar's car in the big boat, and we backed the van back there, hooked up the trailer, pulled it out and into the grass, pulled the boat back up, and then got the van out with the trailer. So now when Josh gets here tonight, he's going to have to load it up with the 300-gallon tub, and then probably the 1,000-gallon tub on the trailer, and then that big piece of coral and a bunch of other stuff he's taking. And he's leaving sometime tonight or tomorrow morning to go to Bryant. So he'll be there tomorrow. It's a 6-hour drive. No, that's only 3.5-hour drive.
Yes.
Bryant's is 3 hours, 3 to 3.5. So he'll probably leave at like 7 in the morning.
That's what I'm saying. You could have gone. That's why I was confused when you were telling me 5 hours there, 5 hours back.
I keep taking Chicago between the two that we always go
Yeah, you
to.
could have gone on this one.
No, because he'll be there for hours. And tomorrow's Saturday. I have no nurse.
Oh yeah, that's true.
How could I have gone? Are you going to stay here and watch her? And then there's no backup if you don't know what to do?
That's
No.
all you.
I got to be here. That's all there is to it. Let me see.
We need
what
some
else here.
fishy questions in here.
So I
Sebastian
need to
says,
know
I
if you
am your
eat
God.
worms. He keeps asking if you eat earthworms. Have you ever ate earthworm?
No. Stop
I'm not
talking
doing
about.
that.
See, this is my show, and I decide what gets talked about. And there's no more talking about her eating bugs. I promised her mother I would not let her do it no more online.
I just want to know if she's done it before, though.
No, I've never eaten an earthworm. I would never do that one. That
You
tastes
never
too far.
fried worm. Fried.
I would do
what's
fried.
that
If
book?
they're not live, yeah.
What's that book? Eating fried worms or something?
What?
I don't know, but here, let me refrain of what I said before, and let me explain. No talking about her eating bugs of any kind,
Okay.
anything.
I'll just
Done.
eat them
Let's
without
go.
I
talking
just
about
wanted
it.
to. I needed to know.
I'll eat it without talking about it.
Yes, Brian gets a new koi tomorrow.
Where are the fishy questions at?
Well, Tracy says she's wondering what's talking about the ads. She don't have premium yet. She's still not seeing no ads.
You might have
I
gone
just got
offline.
one
yeah.
yet.
I've gotten them. Do you have premium?
No.
I have premium on my other account. But
Sebastian says a lady eats no worms.
I think it's the opposite.
How do you eat fried
Sebastian.
worms? There, Bambi. Thank you.
I think only ladies eat worms.
We're talking about earthworms. Stop. You're being gross.
I was talking about earthworms.
Okay. Good girl. Will Star's channel is
Will Star.
Will Star's
Let's go back up.
Monsters and Mysteries. Will Star. Just search for Will Star and you'll find it. It's a Bigfoot channel.
You guys feed the koi in the back pond. I'm constantly amazed at how many are back there.
Who's Norman? Anyone know how much Norman weighed? He looked huge.
I have no idea.
I don't know who Norman is. As far as the koi, there were 360 some went in, and we pulled out 100.
Over 100, I think.
Well, like 103. But do you guys remember we were at that pond where we got them from? And there looked like there was none in there. We got that pond all the way down until we got it down within a foot deep. Then we started seeing them everywhere.
There's still more in there.
There's hundreds still in that pond. They're still in there. When they were taking the net, it was going over top of them because it's farther than 4 feet deep. That net's 3 foot tall. So they're all at the bottom. And if you look at our front pond, you'll see the koi down at the very bottom against the rocks. And there's a couple leaves in there. And they hide under the leaves. That's what they do. So Josh didn't even come close to getting all of them out.
No, they were all in the deep end. There's definitely hundreds more in there.
Yeah, definitely. We were pulling them
He
out.
says, why don't you ever rescue piranhas? We have many times, son. We just don't keep them here because they're a specialty tank and they have to take up a whole tank by themselves. So we find homes for them as soon as we can. Yeah, we'll start Monsters and Mysteries. Oh, AZ put up. AZ, you're one of my best mods and you're advertising somebody else's channel on my channel?
Whoa.
Will Star doesn't even come here anymore.
He don't even come over here no more. What's up, Will Star? What do I call that? Old friend Will Star?
Something like that.
Trader Will Star?
Not Trader. He
One
didn't know
video
the
of
traders.
yours too.
Hmm?
He did that one video just a couple months ago, and that was it.
Will Star, where's your content at?
Will starts laughing. Okay, so now to let you guys, if you guys don't know who Mark is,
Oh.
Mark was a community service guy that showed up here. He did his hours, and then he called and says, "Do you guys need any help?" And we're like, "Sure." And he showed up, and I made fun of him for not having no friends. He'd rather hang out here and help us than have his normal life. But you know what? He's been coming by once every couple of weeks and forever now. You're always here helping.
Now I gotta straighten the story here. I was here before my community service one time.
Oh, was you?
I was.
When?
Yeah.
It was.
What was the date? What was the time?
I'll have to go back to my
What was the
my
minute?
calendar to find that out. But I was here before my community service, and I am the one that actually got the community service going at the Cuyahoga County Community Service.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, I'm the one. They didn't. You weren't signed up with Cuyahoga County, and I went there, and they told me I couldn't do community service here, and I got you to. You were doing the prosecutor's fish tank, and you got it going. And then I was the first person through Cuyahoga County.
Gotcha. I
The
remember
Mark
that.
hooked you
Yeah.
up.
Well, the prosecutor hooked us up, but Mark was down there.
I
He
got it
started the
going.
ball rolling. Yeah,
I
for
did,
sure.
and so now you have all these.
So now when I went to the prosecutor's office and they're like, "Oh, we love this tank. Is there anything I can do for you?" Yes. I have this guy, Mark, that wants to do some community service here. We need community service people here. And they're like, "Oh, we can set that up. We need people that can take community service." And they sent me over to his other department. I filled out the application, all that, and we got it set up. And Mark was our first community service guy.
That is the truth, right there.
So yeah, it was because of Mark.
But got my hours done.
Now you just. Okay, I told Mark this last week. So during community service, he was constantly like, "Oh, I have to do this. Why do I have to do
this
this?
is horrible.
This sucks."
That is
And then now he works harder than he did before.
Yeah, he
He
does.
comes over on his own time, and he doesn't bitch at all.
I'll tell you what.
No. I'm gonna stop you right there. 'Cause he was bitching tonight.
He bitches only
He was under the bus
5%.
and he gets up and he's like, "Oh, I'm 50 years old. I can't be doing this. My back hurts." blah,
Okay,
blah,
Rich, you're
blah."
one to talk.
I'm just saying he was bitching today.
Hey, listen, I did.
That's less fishing.
You know, the video didn't show everything on the koi rescue out there in the back pond, but it was a lot of work, and I did more work over this past weekend than I did the whole entire community service.
Yeah, for
My
sure.
whole point right there. Also,
Whatever.
Norman was the tortoise that we picked up.
Oh, gotcha.
Norman's doing good. He's
He's
happy.
doing great. Yeah, and the guy loves him, and he runs a petting zoo. And Norman is getting all kinds of people all the time, around lots of people, getting fed good.
So he's living the best life.
He's living his best life for sure.
How's your van doing? Is it living its best life?
Hey, Chris said I'm a good fit, so, you know.
Hey,
Thanks,
you do
Chris.
great around here.
Oh, thank you, AZ. Posted our OFR GoFundMe.
Thanks, AZ.
Suan says, "Hey, Mark, don't work too hard." He chooses to. He just shows up here. He just wants to do work now. For community service, he's like, "Oh, I gotta come here again. Gotta do
He's like,
this."
"Please don't send me
Can't
home to my
Skylar do this?
girlfriend, please."
Oh, don't even say that. She'll
Is
watch
she
this.
watching?
She'll probably watch this and see that. Yep.
I
I'm in
made
trouble
that
now.
up. It's not true. He's never said that. What's her name?
Josie.
Josie. He's never said that. He's done nothing but brag about you since he's been here.
What did Mark do?
Is that better?
Okay, what did Mark do to get community service? He was jaywalking, and he jaywalked one time too many. And then he was holding a species of betta fish that you can't have in the U.S.
That's exactly
We
the
can
truth.
see when you're lying, woman. Your lips move.
I'm giving the people an answer.
All right, so I'm not gonna say what I did, but it wasn't a good decision, and it was kind of dumb whole story. But
You were jaywalking.
I was jaywalking, and I'll never do it again. Let's put it that way.
Okay, there you go. Now
I did. I cut the tag off my mattress. Exactly, Jim.
Oh,
Thank you.
He
You
threw
ever
out
I
wonder
knew
what
I told you
happens?
the
This is
story,
what
Jim.
happens.
I forgot that I told you.
No. You know how it says don't throw out batteries? Did you throw out batteries and you were lying about the jaywalking?
No, it was definitely in the mattress. I forgot that I told Jim.
Oh,
Damn tags.
He cut the tag off the mattress and he got raided by the FBI.
I did. They came. You should have seen it. The marshals were there slamming down doors. It was not good. Don't ever cut
The tag
your
off
tag
your-
off your mattress.
You're never man enough to cut the tag off your mattress.
AZ Fish Room, cut the crap. He was nude streaking. You caught him on the bullshit right there. He was nude streaking
I was
and
nude.
jaywalking.
I was nude streaking while I was cutting a mattress tag off. It
And
was horrible.
while you were jaywalking.
while I was jaywalking. It was-
Okay, Commander Norland says, Rich, if you had to guess how many koi are left in that big pond, how many would you guess? I would say, because I know what we put in
At
there,
least 150.
150 to 220. Somewhere's in there.
Easy.
Because we put in the 360. No. There was 367, and we lost 40 some due to
They bred though.
they bred, but due to that dude we will never let back on the property.
Right.
I'll say it. You guys know him as
Hoover.
Hoover, yeah, never allowed back on the property. So anyway, so there was, let's say 320 put in there. We took out 103, so there's 210 left.
There's a lot in there.
There's definitely way more because we saw so many escape the net. Because by the end, there was a bunch of holes in that. We were just watching him escape. And we were like, gosh darn it.
Shannon Johnson said he was nude hanging around the hot dog carts
I
trying
wouldn't be
to,
surprised.
trying to sell his weenie.
Yeah, it's right
First
to the
one
left.
you left. But no shoes.
I don't think I heard you. Where are the fishy questions at? We got 220.
Yeah, we could be helping you guys. Let's get some fishy questions in
Over
here.
here. What what else is new with the tanks? Also, the chinchillas that we have in are doing great. They're so cute. Have you ever?
Oh, let me say something about this. People are like, oh, you got this animal in. Oh, he don't need that moisture. Oh, you got this animal in. It needs this light. You got this animal in. It needs to have this in here and blah, blah, blah. The animals are with us so little that the chinchillas being in that moist room, it's going on almost a week. We've already got 3 people that want them, okay? We decide who gets them, and we're doing that by talking to them and all kinds of stuff. So they ain't going to be here. They can be in that moist room for a week. Don't worry about that. You know, it's just crazy how much people are. What?
Read that question you were just hovered over. What is the most ethical and painless way to euthanize a small fish?
Oh, I hate this. But you want to know the truth? You take a freezer bag and you keep their water and the fish, you put it in the freezer bag and you put it in the freezer. They will slowly get colder and colder and colder, and they will just go to sleep and they will freeze. That's the most. They won't feel it. There's no pain, you know. People say flush them down the toilet, but think of it. You get flushed down a toilet, that pipe ain't full of water. That pipe's been traveled through by all kinds of stuff. The water drops from your toilet down to the bottom where it goes into nasty, nasty sewage water, burning their gills until they die. I mean, don't ever flush a fish. That's nasty. I hope that helps, but I don't condone that either. But that's why we were here. We save every fish. We never tell anybody no. Everybody anything. Clove oil is another good option, but clove oil is not available everywhere, and people can't find it. Clove oil you can put it in the water, and they will just go to sleep the same way. But it costs you, $12 for the jar, this and that, blah blah blah. It does work if you can find it, that kind of stuff.
Ashley Smith says, when they complain, tell them to give the nonprofit the items they are claiming the animals need. That is very true. If people did send in the items that, maybe they would need, for all time, you would definitely use them.
Yeah. Crazy Cichlid says, Big Rich, any more trouble from the new neighbor, the one with the tree cutting nonsense? No. He said that he finally come talk to me, and he said that, he put it into his buddy that, this guy has a tree here, this, that, blah, blah, blah. And his buddy sent in, because he works for the city, sent in a thing through the to his other, departments, to the tree area and in the city and stuff. And then they sent me a thing saying that he goes, I never meant to do that. Because he didn't know why I was mad at him. So he come out and talked to me, and I told him. And he goes, now I understand why you're acting like you're mad at me. I did not mean to do that. I sent my buddy, a message, and he said he would handle it. I didn't know he was going to turn you into the city and have the city come after you. And, it's all worked out now. Everything's good, and we're friends, so don't worry about that.
Joey's sitting on my lap, the little guy.
He's taking care of him.
He's my little buddy.
ZZZ said, I have one fish that I cannot get off live food. I have tried garlic guard, shrimp, tilapia, scallops, pellets,
Okay,
etc.
you can try everything in the world. Here's the trick to that.
Get
Every 4 or 5 days, feed them something new. They're not that hungry. They don't eat. 4 days later, they're going to be hungrier. They're going to eat. 4 days later, they're going to be even hungry. They're going to eat. After that, feed them a little bit of what they normally eat, and then let them start over again. And keep trying different things.
How long did my beta?
You have to have them starving.
I mean, fish can go a long time without eating. How long did my beta go without eating? Remember when we were having almost a month, I think. And he's been better than ever.
Tubby Carver asked this, and I saw it earlier, but I don't know what he's talking about. What happened to the rock sides in the pool? They're still there. I don't understand what you're saying.
Green Clean says there's a man at the shelter.
Mark getting the lap dance from Joey.
Yeah.
Are you here?
Joey likes this.
I bet he does. Aggressive fish lovers. Mark and Joey make a cute couple. Height seems about right.
Joey's sitting on my lap. He's a small guy. What do you mean? Why is he sitting low? He's a little guy.
They said height seems about right.
Joey only wishes.
Kathy Ponte says, yeah, Mark, why is Joey sitting so low?
Listen, Joey's got a better looking girl than you.
Okay? Oh, no, he doesn't.
Oh, yes, he does.
You've never seen my girl.
Hold the picture.
No, I'm saying than you, sir. You're Joey's girl in this situation? No. His girl is better looking than you.
Joey would want this.
You're killing me.
Should we start streaming on Twitch at some point?
Well, we can. But anyways, let's we're waiting on Josh to get here, and then he's going to take the van tonight up to the Reptarium, and so he'll be gone all day tomorrow. So look for that video coming up, and we'll start. When is the big news from OFR going to be released? What big news are you talking about? Yeah, see,
I know what he's talking about.
What?
Never will star. Not for a while.
I hope y'all are keeping up.
I'm not keeping up.
What next?
I got a virgin Big Rich drink here.
Yeah, he's not a drinker, so he's drinking the Grape Crush without alcohol in it. We're never turning the pool into a saltwater reef. Hell, you're scared to swim with our freshwater fish. If we got sharks in there, you'd be scared to death.
He won't swim in the freshwater one?
Nah, he a big wussy.
You're about to
He's scaredy
something
cat.
else, weren't you?
He a big scary cat.
Joey, get back up here.
Joey, what are you doing down there?
Bad boy.
He was biting my ankles last week.
I heard.
You
He's
saw
fighting
that?
something else on Mark this week.
Stop it. Don't say that.
Well, that's the joke he just made.
Stop it.
I did not say that. I just said get back up here, Joey.
Yeah. He was
All right,
alluding.
so let me see what else is going on out there.
Is Grape Crush the soda or the powder packets? Powder packets.
They're powder packets. What I do is I put in this cup here, I put this much vodka in, 1 packet of Grape Crush, and I fill it up with water.
Okay. Let me do this for people with small hands too.
Stop. I done said what I said, and that's that. So it is the powder. It's 0 calories, 0 carbs. So the only calories or carbs you're getting is in the vodka, which normally has none. But because it's the whipped vodka, there's a little bit of calories in there and carbs.
Okay, you got another fishy question. If Oscars and Severums are raised together.
Oscars don't care. They're not,
No, and what do the Severums say?
I know. Okay. It doesn't matter. If something can fit in an Oscar's mouth, they will eat it. It don't matter if they grew up with it or not. They will eventually eat it. Trust me. Oscars are just predatory. That's all there is to it.
Sebastian said he has an inflated ego. Actually, deflated
It's
ego right now.
He's
right now.
totally deflated.
That was funny.
Deflated.
That was a good
And I'm
one.
not blowing him up because
It's right on his butt.
it's on his butt.
But it's better than being on the front.
Yeah. I don't know. There could be an argument with that.
Would you blow it up if it was on his front?
Both sides are bad news, so I don't know.
That's funny.
Stephen Bondulick says maybe Willstar spotted the Loch Ness monster in your pond, and then Willstar said, "I did, but it was just Jerry."
Yeah, Stephen Bundleluck is who we got Paco from. He's the second biggest Pacu we got here. There's Big Betty and Paco. And, we got him from New York. We picked him up on a penthouse apartment and took him down 16 floors in a tub and then rolled him out onto, the cement out to our van. And that's how we got Paco. So, what's this?
I was watching another
channel where the host went to the store that had Hubert-sized fly river turtle for $8,000. 6 ones for $2,000.
I think we should start.
If we can get $8,000 for Hubert, I'd sell them and buy 8 other small ones.
You can't get rid of him.
Oh yes, you can.
$8,000, I sure can.
You,
I'll buy more and then name one of them Hubert.
but he's such a good cameraman.
He is a great
And
cameraman.
the other one will be even just as
They'll
good.
they'll learn earlier.
We'll train them.
Two smaller
Enjoying
puppers
this,
are
yeah,
awesome,
about
by
the
the
two
way.
small. Yeah, they're doing great.
They're not really smaller puffers now. They're all
They're
pretty
growing.
much the
They're
same
just not
size.
as big as the third one.
Yeah, they're only.
He's like double their size.
But those ones have grown a lot. They got to that phase where they were.
Well,
really
once we
tiny.
got him out, we were power feeding these two to bring them to his size, to put them all 3 back together. Ouch.
So if you find one cheaper, you can buy it.
Yeah, Will Star says, forget about it. That's Stephen Bundleluck. He sent us those mugs that says forget about it. Because when you leave New York, there's a sign on the road that says, now leaving New York, forget about it.
Can
And
I?
it tripped me out. And Stephen Bundleluck sent us 3 or 4 mugs that say that on there. I gave Will Star one.
Can I say something about the tanks I need to see if anybody has any?
We'll get them. You've got so much to do and so much time.
All right.
We'll get them.
I'm excited.
2.5 gallons come through all the time.
Everybody's saying $6,000 to $8,000 for them.
Yeah, we can get them for like $1,600
Well, don't tell the people that.
at 8 inches.
Yep. Camera guy,
Six
you
to eight.
in. We'll fight for Hubert.
We've made $1 on this live stream so far.
I told you we're not talking about money, and you brought up money. Give you the rules.
Hubert is so cool. Hashtag save Hubert.
You got to save Hubert. He's not going nowhere. No one's going to pay $8,000. Oh man, my back is killing me. All right. So now, what else are we talking about? What we did? Oh, we've got a guy coming over to do the cement for that 2,000 gallons. So we're going to be getting that set up soon. I'm excited about that. I'm so tired of that thing just sitting in there. We've got that whole new carport or whatever it's called, lean-to building that we built, and it's ready to go. So I can't wait to get this 2,000 against the wall set up, and I can now bring my riding lawnmower under there, my forklift, my bobcat, and get everything under and out of the rain and the snow. I can't wait.
So are they going to even it all out? Or
No,
that
just
bottom
the very bottom part, because it comes out like this. This is the entrance to the fish
part?
room.
Yeah.
It comes over and then the cement gets skinnier. So it's like 7 foot on this side and 9 foot on this side. So right here is where they're going to put a level pad in,
Is the tank
and
going
then the
there still?
tanks go in there.
Okay.
That'll leave the rest of the area open for us for storage.
Dookie says, I have a 7/8 inch koi with 1 Popeye. I'm not sure what caused it and what to do about it.
Where are you seeing this at?
Bottom one.
Okay, why are you reading? You're not to read any of these.
Okay, sorry.
You're reading the super chats. These are for me to pick and choose from. And I was up here still talking about Stephen Bundleluck, and I was going to read this. So, anyways, Stephen Bundleluck says, I still remember it, Rich. Why does that keep popping up? Big Rich, Reaper, and Woolstar were traumatized by the New York traffic. We sure were. Oh my God, it was horrible. It was horrible. Okay. Some jacked up prices well seen as well. Who sells some fish are way over market. Yep. Okay. Doom Pie says, OFR, I have a 7/8 inch koi, 7 to 8 inch koi with 1 Popeye. I'm not sure what's caused it and what to do about it. Okay. Popeye is made, and I hate to tell you this, Popeye is a bacterial infection that comes from bad water conditions. Start doing full water tank changes on your tank. Keep doing it for a week straight. Every day do,
25?
I'd say 40% every single day, and get that water conditions built up. You've got a high nitrate level in there, or you may even have ammonia or nitrites. So, get the water changes in for the first week, and that will clear up on its own. You don't need no medicine. you need no bacteria in the water. You need the water to be clean and clear. Obviously, your water change level is lower than it needs to be because you're building up something somewheres, and that's where the Popeye comes from. So I don't want to tell you that you've got bad water conditions, but you've got bad water conditions. That's the only thing Popeye comes from. So
I know the answer.
and
now,
we
so
never treat Popeye with anything other than clean, clear water.
Water changes.
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger.
Okay, Alison Berry says, what fish, no matter what, no matter how much money someone offers you, would you not sell? There's not a fish out there.
You wouldn't sell
No, Brutus.
Schwarzenegger.
I sure would. If the
Brutus?
price was right. Schwarzenegger's 26 years old. He's going to die in the next year or two.
Yeah.
3, maybe.
What about Brutus?
He's the oldest fish here, isn't he?
He's the oldest one that I've had personally that whole time. You know what I'm saying? A Brutus, I love Brutus, but if a public aquarium offers him, he's going to go in a 30,000 gallon tank and we'll give you $8,000 for him, take him. I'll go buy 10 and raise them up. You know what I'm saying?
I guess that's the point of the rescue.
Giving them a better home. Yes.
All right, Stephen, how do you pronounce his last
Bundaluk.
name? Bundaluk.
Bundaluk.
$20. Thank you so
Bundaluk.
much, Stephen. Bundaluk. Another small donation to keep the fish fed. I appreciate
Steven,
it.
you're a good friend. Thank you, buddy. I wasn't looking for donations, but thank you. Him and his wife came out here from New York and visited their fish Paco. And at that time, I didn't remember which was his. I just had like 8 Pacus, So he had to come here and decide which one was his.
He figured out.
He found it. Yeah, he found them. I mean, everyone knows their own fish. And there's certain, on a Pacu, you've got the top side and then you got the bottom side. And there's like a line going down the side. And there's either a straight line or there's a wavy line or there's where it goes way up and down. The dark goes into the light. The light goes into the dark. I mean, every Pacu is different.
Got little markings.
Or maybe their lip sticks out like Big Betty. She's got the bottom lip sticks out like Bubba Gump, So, I mean, every Pacu is different and the owners can tell them. I was like, I don't know. I've had 8 of them here for so long. I don't know where I moved them to, and he found them right away. So, he got him some, some fruits and some veggies and started feeding them and stuff. And I'm like, oh, so
That's awesome.
yeah. Right, Bob Saget. Now this is the truth. If I had $1 when I heard anyone say, my water's fine, but my fish, blah, blah, blah. More than likely not. See, that's the problem. People don't test their water. And see, here's a big thing. Check this out. Listen to this. People get a new tank, and they talk to their buddy. Well, Mark has a tank. Mark, when do you do water changes?
Every week.
Every week. How much?
Depends. Usually about 40%.
40% once a week.
50%.
Okay, so now I set up my 150 gallon, and then I fill it full of fish. And then every week, I do 40% once a week water change. You know what happens? 1 week, I do 40% change, and the nitrates went from 20 down to, 15. And then it builds back up to 30. And then I do a 40% water change. And then it goes from 30 down to 21. And then, the next week goes by and it builds back up. And it goes to, 42 or 45. And then I do 40% water change. And it comes back to, 29. So every week you're building up nitrates, right? 6 months goes by, your nitrates are at 80, 100 parts per million. And you're wondering why your fish are getting sick. I do the water change just like Mark. Well, here's the trick. Here's the thing. It only makes sense to me. I don't understand how people don't understand this. Every tank is different, okay? You have more of a bioload. You feed yours more. You have more fish. You have less fish. Something's different. The only way you can tell your water change level is to do this. And I'm going to teach you. This is proprietary information that everyone should know. I don't understand why people don't understand this. You test your water weekly. You feed your fish, you test your water, and when it gets up to, let's say, 40 parts per million on the nitrates, This is assuming that your filters are all good and you're changing the ammonia into nitrites and the nitrites into nitrates. Now, the nitrates need to be changed by changing the water, okay? So 3 weeks go by and your nitrites are up to 50 parts per million. You do a half tank water change, 50%, and it's at 25. 3 weeks go by, you're at 60% nitrates. Okay, that tells me right there you're not doing enough water changes or quick enough. So now you change it to 2 weeks and you bring it back. Now, 2 weeks later, you're back down. Okay, and then 2 weeks later, you're even lower. Now you're on the right track. Every 2 weeks, you change 50%. You can even change it to 40% now that you're close to it and see what it is. Everybody's water change will be different with every tank, period. You can't go by your neighbors, your buddies, your friends, or your uncles or whatever. You can't do that.
And how much filtration too, right?
Also filtration, yes. Well,
so I added canisters, and now I'm having to do it less and not as much.
Not really, because the end result of the nitrogen cycle is nitrates. I don't care what filtration you have. If the filtration is doing its job, even if you have more filtration, you're still ending up with the end product of nitrates. The only way to get rid of that is live plants or water changes.
Like with my beta tank, I have since
you barely have to do anything because you got so much live plants, right?
Okay.
So I want everyone to know this because it would make my life so much easier. Please learn how to understand and learn your own water changing. Your change will never be the same as your neighbors, your uncles, your friends.
You don't like to water changes, add more plants.
That's what we do. Watch how OFR, because I am the cheapest bastard out there. Okay, I try and cheap everything out. Why pay that much in electric? Let's find a way that we can run, less filters and more air-driven pumps. Okay, all right. Let's find a way to do less heat. Let's take out 27, heaters and put up one heater. Deb Charge says, "Calm down, Rich. You're gonna pop something." I'm not riled up at all. But if we can take out 27 heaters at 300 watts apiece and put in a room heater and heat the whole room in, it's way cheaper. Okay, so I mean, everybody's got to understand being frugal is being good. Every dollar you save, you can spend on something else. You know what I'm saying?
So bottom line,
test your aquarium and know your water parameters. That is the most underrated thing any fish person can do that they don't think they need to do.
Doesn't take long either.
It don't take long. So test your water to where you know what your water parameters are. People tell me all the time, "Hey, my fish has got double Popeye and my tank water is crystal clear. It's good." No, it's not good. It's completely covered in nitrates. You got probably 200 parts per million nitrates, and this is what's doing this to your fish. They're living in their own shit and piss water. Yeah, okay. Deb Chalk said calm down, so I'm going to calm down a little bit.
All right, well, we have a super chat.
I'm adamant about this, though.
We have a super
Keep
chat,
the fish happy.
and it's from somebody that we haven't heard from in a while. It's from your good friend JP Merlo.
Oh, JP's here. What's up, buddy?
99 cents. He said, "What's up, guys? Long time no see. Missed you at the expo. From the second most awesome fish rescue in the world. Love y'all." Thank you, JP.
He kind of thinks of himself very highly, don't he? But you know what? He's a deacon from West Virginia. He works with the city. He does a fish show once a year called the Mammoth Cave Aquarium Expo. He's doing great things. So yes, he runs a rescue and he helps out. So JP, way to go, buddy. And thank you for your $9.99. I appreciate it. And you never come up here, bud. I've been down there a few times.
JP hasn't called you in a while either, has he?
Right.
JP, what's up with that? CZZ says, "Some of my tanks can go 3 to 4 months, be fine with no water changes. Some need it every week or two." Yep.
This is true. And it all depends on, what you have in there. You could have maybe use some gravel from your buddy and it turns out to be crushed shells. Well, that's going to lower your pH and all that. And things are going to be, cattle won't be in that tank for a while. Oh, yeah. I'm still doing the same mistake. It's Kentucky, not West Virginia. My bad.
Same thing.
It's Kentucky Fish and Tank Rescue. Yeah, Kentucky, West Virginia. It's the same thing.
What's the difference?
Both 5-hour drives.
JP says, I'm coming.
Oh, poor JP. I don't know why that was stuck in my head, you know, to call him that, because I have done that to him so many times over the years.
West Virginia. Kentucky, West Virginia. When you go through the two, I mean, it really feels like you're at the exact same spot anyway. I see no difference. Let's just combine Kentucky
West
and
Kentucky, Virginia. It's the same thing.
West Virginia.
Right. Yeah, thank you.
You got a question on the bottom there.
Okay, Tracy Carter says, regarding water changes, oh, I hate when this happens. It's also necessary, not just because of the nitrates. It's always read that fish deplete the minerals from the water, and adding water gives the fish some mineral backs. Okay, mineral back. Because you're doing water changes, you're getting the minerals in the water. Unless you're doing water changes once every 6 months, because you've got so many, you know, live plants in there, then yes, I would worry about doing water changes more often just to replenish the minerals. But other than that, you ain't got to worry about that. You know, they'll be in there. Don't worry.
For real fun, go to a saltwater store and check the pH with a digital meter.
Be a Karen. Go to your local saltwater store.
That'd make a funny YouTube video. I thought you were about
Everybody's getting that.
Koi.
Drink up.
Yeah, I thought you were about to say
word.
West Virginia and Virginia were the same. They definitely aren't, ma'am. No, they're different, but I gotta say the drivers in Virginia are the worst drivers I've ever encountered in my life. I get hit by a semi-truck in Virginia.
Is that your cousin?
No.
No relation?
No.
Okay.
Just because they have the last name Miller doesn't make them my cousin.
Just asking.
Yeah, West Virginia is the best Virginia.
I like driving through West Virginia. It's
Yeah,
nice.
it's nice. It's pretty.
I haven't been invited to Sue Ann and Steve's place yet, though.
I wouldn't invite you if I was them either.
I wouldn't either.
Those are unanimous. Why are you invited here?
Exactly.
It's not, he just kind of shows up.
He just kind of shows up, right?
No friends. I gotta hang out with these guys.
I don't know. Okay, let's let you guys decide. Which one's more hillbilly, West Virginia or Kentucky? Because they both some hillbilly states.
Kentucky.
You think?
I
No.
don't know.
No,
Man.
Deep Kentucky?
West Virginia's up in the hills.
Yeah,
Now, mind
holler.
yeah, there's a bunch of
Deep
hollers and
Kentucky.
stuff. Listen, I went down there with my dad, and he said, your Uncle Dudley lives up there. And we pointed at the top of the hill. And this ridiculous, retarded road going up to here, how can they drive in the wintertime? And his driveway was like straight uphill and then around and then behind his mobile home on the hillside.
Yeah, but
You
you
know,
get
That's where I want to be.
You can
man.
ask my mother. We got lost in Kentucky one time. We almost got shot. Well, apparently we were in the wrong side of the trailer park area because there were people with guns outside. Yeah, people like
Your
Welcome
mother
anytime.
even says, don't start
Thank
singing
you,
that
Sue
again.
West Virginia.
You sang that the whole time you were going through.
Yeah, I did it for the entire time we went through West Virginia.
You can
Go
aggravate your mama, can't you?
I did it the entire time though, for like a
Why?
couple hours.
Why?
It's a good song.
Your mother loves you. Why would you do that to her?
It's a good song. I was trying to help her.
Mama.
Oh my God.
Country.
Sue Ann says, Mark, you're welcome anytime. Just let us know when you're halfway here. Well, he's got to get off probation, community service.
I'm done with the community service, even though you sent bad reviews for my work.
I did not.
It's not what I was told.
I told him it was like when you got on probation. I told him I sent in the community service. They wanted to, terminate you. Did you finish your hours? And I'm like, yes, he did. And they asked, what kind of work did he do? And I'm like, very poorly. He wouldn't listen, wouldn't do anything.
That's what they told me, and they were like, "Well, you got your hours in though, so
No,
I guess
no,
you're done."
I gave him a great review. And I just told him that.
That's not what the computer screen said when I.
Oh,
said,
you're a
"Oh, my
liar. You're a liar.
God." And by the way, I am going to be off probation in half my time. My probation officer just told me. So
Nice.
Yeah.
We got
See, it
some
pays to work
incest.
with them and do what they tell you to do, and get your time done early, your probation or your
I did
community
everything
service.
they wanted me to do.
You get it done. That's all they care about,
And
and they'll cut you off early.
he just told me he's getting me off halfway through my probation. So
Nice.
yeah.
We got
Nice.
some incest.
So you won't be
in the
stealing no
chat.
more eels from Kmart, right?
No, but I'm not going to be. I'm not cutting off any mattresses ever.
Never.
Mattress tags ever.
Never.
Never.
All right. Well, we got some incest.
Learn my lesson.
We got some incest in the chat. Prince
Ew.
Vino says the father Polar Blues has mated with his daughter. So, any other spies a possibility? What does that mean?
I don't know. I'll get to it in a
See
minute.
that one.
It's
See,
up
you're not
top.
supposed to read anything but the depth.
It's up
But
top.
stop. You're
I'll
only
keep
supposed to
playing.
read. Okay, thank you. Sue Ann says, we are in West by God, Virginia. Hillbilly proud. You know what? My dad came from Virginia or West Virginia, and he was working a coal miner all his life. And then he come up here and he got a job at a Chevy plant. And I lived the hillbilly lifestyle all my life. We always had for breakfast on the Sundays we had eggs and bacon and biscuits and gravy and squirrel gravy they had. I didn't know
True
it when I
story.
was a
I've
young
never
kid.
met somebody
not
from
done
West
talking
Virginia
yet.
I didn't like.
I didn't talk. I'm not done talking yet.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, how do we do?
That's the Benny Hill salute. So good victuals, good eating from West Virginia, and good people. People. Everyone says they're backwards. They're from West Virginia. This and that. They got no teeth. They're from West Virginia. But I tell you what, all my family's from West Virginia, and everybody's got their teeth, and everybody's good people, and they just want to help and do good, and but good godly people. You know what I'm saying? Church all the time. My grandmother, I went down there, and I have a picture of her on that speaker over there by Tracy. Best woman on this planet I ever met. She had 19 kids.
Good food.
I showed
welcoming. They will let you.
Right, I showed up.
The shirt off their back.
First
It's a
time I
true
met
story.
my grandmother, I was 6 years old. My dad takes me down there, and she was like, "Oh, come here, young, and look at you. You're so cute. You need some food. You come in here." And she sat me in the kitchen and cooked up this whole mess of victuals. Made me eat and eat and eat. She tucked me. I've never been tucked in at night before. She tucked me in around my whole body and kissed me on my forehead. I'm like, oh my God.
Sure.
I when I grow up, I'm going to have a wife just like Grandma.
That's what America's missing nowadays.
That's yes. She cared. She
we
was
need more West
amazing.
Virginia in our lives.
And Murphy says, laughing my ass off. Y'all on that purple drink. It's to you.
You just don't even know.
But now there is a bunch of dumb hillbillies. They come out there and do some stupid shit. Inbred backwoods hillbillies. Okay?
But that's
What puts it
fun.
down for everybody else.
But that's
But
fun to
mostly,
watch. You got to have a little bit of both.
mostly, I'd say that's 10% of the hillbillies is dumb inbred hillbillies. The rest are good, God-fearing, good people. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Hardworking.
Hardworking. My dad worked at 30 years at the
coal mines.
at Chevy plant after he
Yeah,
worked
too.
all of his young life at the coal mines before he come up here.
Yep.
He worked at 30 years at the Chevy plant. I give him credit for that before he retired.
You're not Amish?
I don't like the Amish. I'm sorry.
You get cheap prices there.
I want to move to Tennessee.
Hayden G says, Skylar, you're very pretty tonight. Keep a smile on that face. He goes, what's your number?
Put that smile on. Smile.
Rusty Shackelford says, my grandma had 13 kids, big family.
Ooh. That was rough, Michael.
Aw. That was mean.
What?
Michael Todd says, feel for you, Skylar, even though you can't read this, referring to the fact that I'm inbred.
You're inbred?
No, but he referring
That's news.
Oh,
I think you're taking it wrong.
I think you just said you can't read. Had nothing to do with inbred.
I think you're taking it wrong.
Smile. That was. What was that?
Appellation is a term used now. Hillbilly is a derogatory term. No, it ain't. People still have
Absolutely
those
not.
stereotypes then because they can still call them hillbillies. Nah, my dad's hillbilly as hillbilly can be. He grows his own food. He has his. My dad raises a pig and slaughters it for the family. You know, he raises his own cow for the family. You know, I hated my dad for this because I'd be sitting there eating something at dinner time and he'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's Bambi." Like, what do you mean it's Bambi? Oh, yeah, that you know, young cow you had out there. I had him, you know, took to the butcher and I'm like, no, and I go running out there and my baby cow's gone. And I'm sitting inside the house eating it. It was like it was so horrible in my mind that I grew up never harming any animals. In fact, let me tell you a story. This story is fun, okay? My dad took me coon hunting. Now, he does coon hunting four times a week. He used to sell the coon skins and make money, you know. Now they don't get that much for him. But I went, and my dad wanted a son, you know. He wants himself a good hillbilly son. You know, let's go skin that buck. Let's go skin that deer, you know, whatever. I wasn't like that. I wanted, oh, look at how cute. I want to take care of it. I want to feed it, you know what I'm saying? So he takes me coon hunting. It's 11 o'clock at night. I'm in my tennis shoes. He's in these boots and these waders and all this stuff, and he's, you know, rushing through the woods. It's pitch black. There's no street lights in the woods. I'm just saying, I live with my mom in the city. There's street lights everywhere. Okay? I'm in the woods, and he's like, come on, boy. And he's taking off, and, you know, he's got 3 dogs with him, and all of a sudden he stops, and he releases the dogs. He just, out in the middle of nowhere, he lets the dogs loose. Who does that? What the hell? I didn't understand it. You'll never get them back, Dad. You know?
They know what they're doing.
So next thing you know, my dad's sitting there, and I go to talking. Shh. I'm like, hi, what's the matter? Shh. Can't talk. Can't talk.
Gotta listen to them dogs.
All of a sudden you'd hear, arr, 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 in the back. And now he turns and he looks that way, and he just takes off. Now I'm running behind him. He's going through briar branches and bushes and trees, and things are smacking me in the face, and this is not fun. This is not fun. He goes through a river. My feet are soaking wet. I'm going through the snow. I'm getting smacked in the face. And if I trail back to where I don't get smacked in the face, I don't know where he's at. I can't see him. So I'm having to catch up, and I'm getting scared. I'm a little kid. You know, what if I lose my dad? What am I going to do in the middle of the woods? You know? So I'm trying to catch up, and I'm getting smacked with these things. Finally, we get to a tree. Okay? And there's his 3 dogs. And they're standing against a tree looking up. So he takes his 22 off his back, and it's got a mag-light flashlight, like 3 foot long, you know, full of D-cell batteries, and he shines that on it, and he puts it up there, and I see 2 lights, 2 green lights. It was his eyes. And I'm like, oh, Dad, look, there's a raccoon up there. And he goes, "Pah!" Well, he missed the raccoon, shot the little branch he was on, and the thing come down, hits branches, boom, 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 bam, hits the ground. Okay? And I'm like, oh, I go over there, and he's freaking out. He's spazzing. He's on his back. He broke his back or something, right? So I go over there. I'm like, oh, Dad, let's take him home. I'll take care of him. I'll fix him. He comes up, and he puts his foot on the raccoon's head, puts a 22 up there, and I'm like, Dad, no! And he, oh, hell, boy. Bam! And he shoots it. I'm not the country boy he was looking for. I'm some little mama, nimby-pimby little baby.
Sucking on a nipple type thing?
Yeah, so, you know, we get home. Now, mind you, that was 1 of 5 coons we killed that night. I'm crying the rest of the night. I get home. I'll never go with Dad again. This was a terrifying little, if I was brought up, that'd be different. I was brought up in the city with my mom. I go to hang out with my dad, and he takes me on this, and we kill animals. You know, that was horrid. I was like, I can't fathom killing an animal. You know,
I understand.
And you know, everybody comes here. Yeah, we're just a fish rescue, but we take in groundhogs and squirrels and you know,
anything.
We take in anything and find it a home.
For food.
We don't use it for food.
They do.
They do, yes.
And you know, and I gotta say that it makes a man out of a kid when they have to do that kind of.
Well, if this whole economy goes the way it's supposed to go,
You better be able to learn how to do that
wait,
kind
hold
of
up.
stuff.
Remember, Russia is talking to China about not paying for anything in United States money no more. Now they're going to pay outside their money. The United States dollar is going to go to nothing. Then we're going to be all backwoods. There's people saying there's hardly any food in the grocery store. There's going to be no food in the grocery stores, and we're all going to have to raise our own food and go hunting and stuff like that.
Rich, you're lucky you know how to shoot.
The only people that are going to survive are the ones that are up in the hills doing what they're doing, like
what they naturally do, right? So yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. I've never
snipe hunting.
Let me go back up and see where this started. Okay. All right, Ashley Smith. So I tell you, if the world's about to end, and you go find a hillbilly because you'll be good. Yeah, right. My dad will go hunting. You know, he'll bring home food. He'll bring home, you know, rabbits, deer. I mean, there will be no worry about food. And then he's got his own garden. You know, big, huge garden.
Own creek, fresh water. He does know how to tell a story, that's for sure.
I do tell stories, but I'm telling the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. This is what happened to me. This is why I rescue anything now. You know, my dad was the kind of guy. Okay, look. See my thumbs? See how one's shorter than the other? If you guys can see that.
What were you doing with that other thumb?
My grandpa was mowing the lawn, and he had a lawnmower, a push mower, with no side, you know, skirt on it. And he went to run over a snake. And I'm like, Grandpa, no! And I reached down to grab the snake. And the lawnmower said, and took off the end of my thumb right there.
That's why
they sewed it back together. And it's a quarter inch shorter than my other thumb.
I can see the scar. Makes sense. You got that soft heart. You're that big guy with that little, you know, big heart. That...
Well, I'll beat your damn ass, but don't hurt an animal.
Jim Sheasley, $5. Have you ever heard of a raccoon toothpick? No, I don't know. What is that?
I don't know
Thank
what
you,
that
Jim,
is.
though, for
I have not heard of that.
I appreciate it.
I'm sure Jim's going to tell us so. Let's know.
Sue Ann goes, what's the first thing you think about when you hear someone say hillbilly? I think of my family. Do you hear a pig squeal? Don't tell me hillbilly isn't offensive. It's what people think. I don't really care about the rest of it. You know, I don't think hillbilly is offensive at all. That my family was from the hills of West Virginia. They worked in the coal mines. You know, there were the Price brothers down there. My grandma had 19 kids. There were like, you know, 9 boys and, you know, the 10 girls.
I don't know, but I want to be a hillbilly, man. Especially in this world that we're living in right now. I'd love to be up on a mountain somewhere being a hillbilly.
I grew up just doing like redneck crap.
Give me a
Dubai says, got smacked in the face by nature. Yes, I did.
Jim Sheasley, $2 says, you will have to look it up. Let me look it up real quick.
Snipe hunting is the best. If you haven't done snipe hunting, you got to do it. Take your kids out.
Okay, Ashley Smith says, I cried when my grandpa brought back Bambi. I get that, okay? But have you ever seen a movie? I forget what it's called. It was with Jeff Bridges in it. He was an alien, and he didn't learn to talk yet. Listen.
Hold on.
So now there was some hillbillies came in with a deer attached to their hood. Okay, and he was in the restaurant eating with this girl, and next thing you know, he goes out there and he brings the deer back to life, and the deer runs off, and he got beat up by these 4 hillbillies. It was a great movie. I forget what it is. Look up the movie by looking up Jeff Bridges movie, and then it was something about an alien. He was the alien, so check that out.
Jim sees it. I can't even believe it, man.
I looked up raccoon toothpick. Can I read the Google definition of it?
Sure.
Oh, geez, are you sure?
You may have heard it called the Texas toothpick, Arkansas toothpick, or insert your favorite state toothpick. Regardless of where it originated, The curved penis bone of the raccoon is one of the most unique bones in the mammal kingdom. Native Americans use the bone to back pipes for smoking. I wonder if Jerry has one.
What?
What is it called?
Raccoon toothpick.
Raccoon toothpick. Pack your pipe with it.
People are strange. That's like eating mountain oysters. That's bull balls. I mean, who would want to eat bull balls if they're called bull balls? Don't lie. You're something else.
Bob Taylor, $10 said, "Let's keep this going." Is Jerry in the chat? Has he used I'm gonna go find him on the back porch and ask him. I'll be right back.
Jerry's got his kid here.
Nate says, "It's the bone in the wiener."
That's what
Starman.
it is.
That's the name of that movie. Go watch Starman. That is a great movie. Yeah, Starman was awesome.
I don't want to eat pig's feet. Is that
No.
what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. But that doesn't mean...
Or cow tongue. You know what? There's one thing that I do. It's a doo-doo. On one of the meals I make, it's called I can't remember. Ham hocks and pinto beans. Okay, I don't do the ham hocks, which is the big like piece of your hip bone and all the meat from it.
Yep.
I don't do that. I'll buy pork and put it in the water, and then cook it and make my ham hocks and pinto beans. But man, that is so good. You sop it up with your biscuits and stuff. I love that. Maybe grandma's was more flavorful with the ham hocks, but I can't buy a ham hock. It looks like a cut up dead animal.
The thing about it though is if you eat cow tongue and you didn't know it was cow tongue, you'd probably like it.
That don't matter. I don't want to, eat it if I knew it.
If you had to, you would.
See?
Chicken lips.
Evo says, I've had cow tongue before. It's weird. You need to know how to cook it. I don't care how to cook all that stuff. All I want is, I'll eat a steak because it don't look like an animal. But if I see bones cut up and stuff like that, like I can eat a rotisserie chicken if somebody buys it and takes all the meat off, and I can eat it. But if I see the bones of the chicken and it's a carcass, I can't eat the meat off of it. I can't,
Really?
I can't.
I got an answer.
It's kind of weird.
That's weird, but that's me.
So I got an
I
answer.
thought
for
you were a
everybody.
true fat man.
So I asked Jerry if he ever used a raccoon toothpick. First of all, he knew what it was without me telling him.
Okay.
He said, "No, I don't suck raccoon,
Dick.
And then his son says, "Oh, up in Wisconsin, we use those to stir our drinks."
Oh my
Jerry.
Oh my
His
God.
son said that?
Yeah. So I guess, I can see the Jerry and his son.
Daniel Tracy, and so you only eat chicken breast? Yes. When I make, and I just made some good soup the other day. That was chicken noodle soup, creamy chicken noodle soup. Yes, I used nothing but chicken breast. Yes. Don't do gizzards. No cow tongue. No pig ears.
Liver?
Yeah. No.
I would try any of that stuff. Liver is supposed to be really good for you.
No. You're gonna have to move out. You keep it
You
up.
don't like chicken wings?
I do like wings. That's strange about it, but I don't see that as an animal at that point.
It's a wing.
It's at Buffalo Place, and I see that, and I eat the meat off of it, and I can get by with that. I don't know why. That's the one thing.
Ribs.
And ribs out there too.
Oh, now we
I know it's
no
strange.
bones, but we can do ribs. We can do chicken
I
wings.
wanted to cook something with ribs with bone in the crock pot to get the bone broth.
Jim Seasley, you're gross. No tripe ever. No.
You see, I think
Jim's on the roll.
in every other country they eat every part of the animal. So I'm like, okay, there's got to be a way to
Oh, you eat every part of the animal here? You ever had hot dogs? Anything left goes into hot dogs.
That's true, but still, I would eat any part of an animal. I mean, they do it in other countries. There's always a way to cook it up, right?
You eat bull balls?
Yeah. Gotta try everything once.
Bullocks?
What's that?
Bull balls.
Yeah. I'll
No,
try.
that's mountain oysters. This bull balls.
I'll try absolutely anything. I really don't care what it is.
Cow tongue?
Yeah.
Bull penis?
Yeah.
You'll eat the penis from a bull.
Yeah. Depends on how it's cooked, how
All
it's
right,
made.
so we're off.
Dana, how did you raise this girl?
We're off from bugs onto other.
I think they regret making me try everything. You know what my dad used to do when I was a kid? So I would get proper
OG
nutrition.
Foster, I smell a new challenge coming. Yeah.
You should try frog legs. If they are,
Oh,
I've heard
no.
frog
My
legs.
dad used to jig for frog legs.
I
And he'd
will
come
eat
home
that,
with like
absolutely.
40 or 50 of these big, huge frogs, and then have
I would
my
absolutely
stepmom
do that.
would cook them up.
I would
Gross.
absolutely try that.
This
No.
conversation
try
is
it.
really going south.
Yeah.
Would you eat blood pudding? I've actually always wanted to try that.
Blood pudding.
No.
I already eat my steaks blue rare.
Not here you don't. I cook it all.
I know.
And I
it's
apologize every time Skylar, I tried making it super rare for you, but it's just rare.
It's medium.
No, it's not. It's rare.
Okay, your rare
It's
is
pink
medium.
in the middle.
I didn't like rare steaks, but my girlfriend does, and I tried it, and it's really good.
I love a blue rare steaks. I love a
That's how she
just
likes
to the
it.
point. Yeah, where it's like safe to eat.
In other words, you put the steak on for 7 seconds, flip it over 7 seconds,
Yeah,
and then you feed it to
you're
them.
basically searing
Def
it.
Charge says
on
big
each
brains
side.
and scrambled eggs. I would try it.
Ew.
I would
Come
try
on,
it.
Def.
ZZZ says Skylar will
You
never
people
starve.
are sick.
There is one thing, I forget what it is. There's one thing that does make me gay.
Skylar will never starve.
This is true. This is true. If we had an apocalypse and you're like
I will
the
live.
bombs exploded
Eat
everywhere,
anything.
I will
she'd be
live.
crawling around and find a dead person and take a bite out of their legs because they're already cooked.
Yeah.
Memes that Skylar try frozen monkey brain. I've heard that's actually really good.
Oh man.
Charlie Gem says
Do
big
you
rare.
remember that movie that they came out with the death movies?
Saw?
No. Faces of Death.
Oh yeah.
And that's what they did. They would put the monkeys inside the table, and they put the heads up, and then they'd smack.
Yep.
They
My
eat
mom
the pig's
says-
brain.
I'm not sure
Yeah,
we're
the monkey
related.
brains.
Yeah, monkey brains.
My mom says I'm not sure we're related, but Mom, you had intercourse with Lester.
Lester's their father.
Lester did this.
Dana, it was you and Lester, and one drunken evening made this.
She said. Sure how we're
She goes, I'm not
related."
sure how we're related.
I don't know.
Your own
Wait.
mother said this.
Mom, were you drunk when I was conceived? Let's figure this out now. Dana Faith Miller.
OBG Foster says it right. This is the best comment of the night. If she don't like what Rich cooks, she can make a weeds and insect salad. That's right. There you go. She loved my soup, by the way. She couldn't get enough of it
I always eat whatever you make, though. Even if I'm not hungry, I always eat whatever you make.
because it's so good.
Yeah, Faces of Death. That was gruesome back in the day. It's if you watch it now,
Faces
it's
of
kind of
Death, yeah.
compliment. It's not, you know.
I mean, I remember that getting banned and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, and it wasn't really that bad. I mean,
Hi, Kathy.
Kathy, have you ever heard of the monkey penis bone thing? What was it
no,
called again?
raccoon.
Raccoon penis bone. That they
What
used
was it
to
called?
smoke with?
No, they didn't smoke with it. They packed the bowl
Oh, they
with
put
it.
their bowls with it. Monkey penis bone.
A monkey penis?
Okay.
Oh my.
Deck Charge says you can make a whole
Yes,
salad
you
out of
can.
weeds. We did
I
that
went and
already.
did that for her.
Yeah,
I pulled
ate
out
it.
dandelion greens, all kinds of different things. I put
I
it in there
loved
for her. She said it was okay. It wasn't, it was kind of tart.
It was out of season, so it wasn't like totally ripe yet, but I said it was still good. I ate the whole thing.
Have we ever ate pawpaw
Oh my
fruit?
god,
Never
screw
seen it.
you, Dana. I said, was I conceived in a drunken night, Mom? And she said, shh.
Don't say screw you to your mother. She gave you life.
Drunkenly.
That's okay. You still got life. You're here now, enjoying every moment that you enjoy because of her.
You head cheese. Ugh.
Because of her.
Her drunken mistake.
That's okay. I was a drunken mistake, and I'm here having a blast.
So was I. I wasn't supposed to be here. That was the mistake.
It's 7:31 now.
So Josh would be out of here normally.
Yes. Okay, after hours is kicking off.
Okay,
now.
Sean H is saying, what's our favorite foods? Myself, I'm telling you, my favorite foods are rib stick and gumbo, rich, thick foods. And I'll give you, what do you call it? Examples. Let me get this thing back up. Okay. Hillbilly breakfast where I got biscuits and gravy. Love that. Eggs and bacon and sausage gravy and all that kind of stuff. And then my family had extra things, which was called breakfast corn. And all it was corn on the cob that they pulled the corn off. They put it into a bechamel sauce, which is flour and butter and milk. And then they add salt. So you're getting this buttery, salted cream corn that wasn't the cream corn like you buy off the shelves. That's nasty. This stuff was so good. So breakfast corn. And then they had Hillbilly Delight, which was after your breakfast, you got to take whatever biscuits were left over. You put a little bit of honey in a bowl, put some of the room temperature butter in there, and you stir it up, and you dip your honey or your biscuit in the honey and eat it. That's Hillbilly Delight. That's some good stuff right there. And then as far as like regular foods, I don't like chicken noodle soup. That's okay. But I feel it's a waste because it's nothing but broth. I want the food out of it. And,
your chicken,
creamy chicken soup.
that you made last weekend was awesome.
Phenomenal. Yeah, I love that stuff.
Real
Super thick creaminess with big noodles and big chunks of chicken. Yes, that I love. Rib stick and gumbo food. That's the stuff.
Food.
Comfort food for sure.
Danielle.
Okay, my favorite is skirt steak for sure.
No.
Your favorite is soup broth.
No, it's not my favorite. Skirt steak.
That's all you eat.
Pop-Tarts.
That was when I was sick. When my throat was hurting. I don't
You gotta like a
Pop-Tarts.
good steak.
I don't like sugar.
Pot roast.
Pot roast is really good too.
She says, no, you were not. I was saying shush to something else.
Yes, I was, Dana. We all know.
Oh, yes. Cornbread and pinto beans. So good.
I don't like the hearty meals, but I love the Jewish foods though.
Dumplings. Chicken dumplings. Yeah.
I love matzo ball soup.
She wanted matzo ball soup. I tasted it. I'm willing to taste anything. The
It's
matzo
so
was,
good.
and the soup was
Hey,
broth.
don't insult my culture.
I'm not insulting it. I tried it and I ate it. I ate my whole bowl, right?
Yeah, because you.
And then I had seconds, right? It wasn't that bad, but it's nothing I would cook and be like, oh my God, I got to have this again.
Speaking of which, it's Yom Kippur on Sunday.
Chili.
Oh man, if you ever tried my chili,
Have you ever tried my chili?
dude, I'm telling you right now,
Oh, blow your chili out of the water.
wrong.
Okay.
We're having a cook-off because
Fine.
you can't afford to cook off against me.
Okay. You
Straight
still
up.
haven't
So we're
done
doing
your
tomahawks?
cook-off thing for AZ.
No, that's the Millionaire Bacon. I got to do a video. But I have chili, and I make this, okay? 4 pounds of ground chuck, 4 pounds of Italian sausage ground up, and you cook that all up and put it in there, okay? Then you add 4 pounds of Italian hot sausage, and you cut them in like, little slivers at a bias at an angle, and then you have four pounds of sweet Italian sausage. You cut that in 2-inch sections, and you put that in there. You do your meatballs, you do all this, then you add carne asada meat. You add beef stew meat. My point is, mine is so loaded with meat that you can throw anything in there that stands up and don't fall over. I mean, there's not a soup. It is meat soup.
Mine is
Hold on,
thick,
hold
but
on.
not with all that stuff in it.
Right. And now every bite you get is chili with different textures of meat. Some are harder, some are softer, some are... It's so good. I've never had somebody not like my chili.
I'm not saying I wouldn't like it. I'd like to try it.
There you go.
Mine's more traditional, but
Traditional, soupy chili
it's good.
with
No,
meat and
not
beans.
soupy. Mine's thick. I can't have soupy chili.
Okay.
It's got to be a thick chili.
Don't ever fight with a fat man over the cooking, okay? Because the fat man's going to win. He knows
Hey,
how
wait
to
a
cook.
second.
Oh, yeah. My family ate groundhog, too. Don't like it. Moose meat, no.
Cook off coming up.
Hell yeah.
I'll do it. Good stew is good. I like stew.
All right, guys, drink up.
Nobody said koi.
Koi, 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 koi. Unfiltered fish keeper. I'm going to ban you, son. That's our buddy. You get treated worse by the people you love most.
Nobody likes meat in their mouth more than this guy right here.
You?
No, this guy. My buddy. I'm not allowed to say that.
Okay.
He likes to be trolled.
Okay, Alison Berry says spaghetti and most Italian foods. Here's the thing. I cook up a really thick spaghetti, this and that, but I cannot stand the heartburn you get from the acid from the. So I put in sugar, I put in baking soda, I do that kind of stuff. My buddy Reaper, he can taste sugar in any spaghetti sauce, and then it's not Italian. It's not spaghetti sauce. It's horrible. So I tried Reaper spaghetti sauce, and he does it with some neck, the neck of the whatever. And all this different meat and stuff like that. And it tasted really good at the beginning of the bite. And then it instant heartburn.
Yeah.
I was just burning out fire. I was like, I can't eat this, dude.
No, you gotta take a little bit of sugar, take out the acid of
The baking soda and the baking powder will take out all that acidity.
Just a little bit of sugar works on it, and it makes a great sauce.
I was told by an Italian dude that they use carrots. They
Carrots,
cook their
yes, absolutely.
they cook their
And
Italian dressing or Italian
that's
sauce
the original way to do it.
in with a carrot, and then they take the carrot out at the end.
Yep, that's OG. What is this? Can't eat.
Now, see, OBG Foster says can't eat fish because I grew up with the river, caught fire, and you couldn't go in the lake. Okay, so you're talking about, Cleveland. Yeah. All right, here's the thing. I really don't eat fish either, except for I like McDonald's fish sandwiches.
I have so much fish that we have to cook up.
You got extra, you put on cheese and extra sauce, and the McDonald's fish sandwich is amazing.
What's this? What did OG Foster say here? Marinara burn half to a pumpkin color. Yep. I imagine sugar is what he's talking about.
Thank you, Tracy. And I don't put any sugar. I'd rather suffer with the heartburn. Well, it sucks to be you.
She'd rather suffer with the heartburn.
Suffer.
Thank you. I didn't get heartburn until I got fat.
Okay, my other meals that my kids like. I've got a big what do you call that? Dry erase marker in there, and I've got meals on there that my kids used to mark on there. Some of the meals were like, pulled pork. Yeah, I'd make awesome pulled pork, but we always believed in Sweet Baby Ray's at the time. Now I've gone up from Sweet Baby Ray's to City Barbecue Normal, which has got this smoky flavor, and it's so good. It's better than Sweet Baby Ray's. So the pulled pork sandwich. And then I had Juicy Lucy's, which I take two thin, you call them smash burgers, but you smash them out like that, and you put a layer of cheese in between, and you put them two burgers together, make one regular size thick burger instead of two thin ones, and then you got cheese in the middle, you put a cheese underneath and a cheese on top. These are Juicy Lucy's. There's cheese everywhere. They love them.
So wait a minute. When I was here last weekend, I walked into the garage, came back out, saw the bulletin board, and the first thing I saw was your bologna sandwiches, fried bologna sandwiches.
Yeah.
And I still haven't got one yet. So
fried bologna sandwiches are the best. Also, Mater sandwiches. Any of you hillbillies out there? I'd be on my dad's, back at my dad's house, and I'd go out to the garden, and I'd pull out these big, huge, Maters were like 8 inches wide. And if you take a knife and cut off section, you don't want to do that. You don't need a knife. You don't have a knife with you. You take a bite out of it. You pull out your salt out of your pocket and you put it on there. Just eating Maters out of the garden was awesome. So I made Mater sandwiches, which is 2 pieces of bread. And then, you put mayonnaise down. You put your Mater on there, about almost 3/4 inch thick. and then you put a piece of cheese on it, and then mayonnaise on the top. And this is what you eat as a Mater sandwich. So good. So good. Fried bologna. You have to fry the bologna until it gets
brown,
like browned on it all the way around. And then you do that with a little bit of cheese and then, you know, mayonnaise. Fried bologna sandwiches are awesome, but you got to have like an inch of fried bologna on it.
Yeah.
You ever have it like that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's how you got to have it. Yeah. Yeah, step charge. Fried green tomatoes were good.
Ooh, hammer with donuts in the bun.
Yeah, we tried all that. You know, I did the thing where we made
Like
grilled cheese for the top bun, hamburger, the Juicy Lucy, and then grilled cheese for the bottom bun. It was just too much.
Yeah, but
You know
what
what
about
Now, I don't mind doing this. Make a grilled cheese sandwich. After it's cooked, open it up. Cheese everywhere. Put your hamburger in there. Put it back together and eat a hamburger like that.
yeah, but he was saying like a glazed donut.
I did.
Yeah,
That's what I was getting at. I did that. It was too much. I got a glazed donut on top, a glazed donut on the bottom, the hamburger in the middle, and all this fixing, and we smashed it down. It was sweet. It was. I mean, I can see where some people would like it, but it wasn't for me.
Tried it.
It wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have it on, you know, a nice toasted bread.
Spam, yes. I love Spam. I haven't had it in a while though. But you gotta make it nice and crispy and brown.
Got to be brown. Yeah. Okay, Gil 334 says the obvious food question. Do you eat seafood, fish, lobster, crab? Do you go fishing? Okay. I went fishing most of my life. Those catch and release. Now, do I eat seafood? Absolutely not. Lobster, crabs, cockroaches of the sea.
Crab is so good.
I don't care.
Oh
Then get you a cockroach. You know, go to one of my rental properties, get a cockroach, and then cook it up. Okay? It's the same meat. Crabs are the cockroaches of the sea. They eat the scraps at the bottom. Same thing with lobsters.
Crab legs are so good.
Nasty.
So good. That's the only seafood I like. I don't like fish.
Lars Bremen says, I'm getting hungry. What's more on my list in there? I got a whole big list of food
I
that
don't
I
know,
cook.
but what's scrapple? I want to know what scrapple
I don't know.
is.
On my list, what's on there?
I don't know. My fixation was that bologna, fried bologna sandwich. I hadn't had one so long, and I saw it. I was like,
now, see, I
man.
saw someone else that liked fried bologna sandwiches, but they bought bologna in a log, and they cut it in like 3/4 inch slabs.
No,
It wasn't as good.
no, you
I
can't.
tried
have
it.
that.
No, you got to have the bologna has got to be fried on both sides, thin slice, and then you crumble it up. You fold it up, and it's in chunks all over the place. Yeah.
It's got to be fried with that nice crispy. Fish. If you don't change your water.
Right. That's on the humans.
You don't even need the
All
lemon.
right,
just
ZZZ,
butter.
I can put together a whole plate of cockroaches and cut them open for you. Put some lemon on it. You love it.
Totally not the same thing at all.
Dude, cockroaches
Man,
are the
you
scourge
get
of the city.
You get some
In
good
the
crab
sea.
legs. They're sweet.
They're
they
not
taste so
crab.
good.
They're the cockroaches of the sea.
Oh, whatever.
They eat all the scraps, the crap at the bottom of the lake, bottom of the ocean. They eat it all. It's garbage. They eat garbage.
They taste good. Real good. Meatloaf. I like meatloaf.
OG Foster says scrapple is like Spam, but it's made from the pieces not good enough for Spam. I love that. Okay, favorite dessert would have to be cheesecake. And I don't like the cheesecake with the caramel on it, the chocolate on it, the strawberries, the raspberry. I like my cheesecake for the cheesy goodness that it is. I don't
You know
want no other flavors on it.
You know what's great about that? I love strawberry cheesecake. So whenever we've eaten strawberry cheesecake,
She gets the strawberries.
yeah, I get all the strawberries and a fourth or like a
And
fifth
you're
of the
talking about
cheesecake.
Fat Man
he
about
gets the rest.
desserts. There's a lot
Deb
of
Charge says you got to cut a little triangle in the bologna. No, you just put 3 slices, one on the outside, from the center to the outside, around, and leave like a good, 2-inch hole in the middle, not cut, and you'll never have that pop up. It works
I
great.
like the idea of triangle though. That's interesting.
Tracy was all discombobulated again. She was like her, you know how.
Oh, Bonnie never puts a double pillow on her. Did you put the double pillow on her so she can't
Yeah.
cough? Okay.
Yeah, and her
Thank
thing
you.
fell off. Her shirt was wet. Her replaced her, changed her shirt. I had to clean her all
thank
up.
you.
Like, I had to wipe down her like whole body pretty much.
Really?
Yeah, it like because she was like,
From the 20 minutes that Bonnie left?
yeah.
Corned beef hash.
Oh, I love corned beef.
I mean, she was fine. Like her oxygen and everything was fine, but she was all discombobulated. That's the best way I can put it. It's not Bonnie's fault or anything, but maybe she should be in that
Shannon
position.
Johnson, she's with me on the plain cheesecake. It's the best. Yeah, if I don't want to ruin the flavor of my cheesecake with any other crap.
What's up with
If
you?
I want something that tastes like strawberries, I'll eat strawberry
Rich
cake.
is anti-flavor.
Strawberry
Everyone tells
pie,
me
you're
you're
what?
You always tell me you're anti-flavor.
Strawberry pie. I'll eat it,
What about fried cheesecake?
I've never had that.
They have it at this
So good.
or
Fried ice
original
cream, though.
cheesesteak place.
Cindy Reinhardt says Scrapple is prison mystery meat. No. I was in jail once and they had this meat. I swear to God, it looked like bologna. They called it ham, but if you throw it on the wall, it would sweat and the drips would come out of it. For 2-3 days. We called it sweat meat. Okay? And that's what they served us. You know what I'm saying?
Hey Kyle, where's our pizza?
Oh, don't you ask anybody for anything. Stop it. He did something nice.
He did, man.
Yes.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
My first time on the
Don't
live.
expect awesomeness. Don't. That's
I
kind
like
of rude.
Kyle though. That was nice.
That was very nice of Kyle. And I
Very
think
rude.
I'm a fat man, and I appreciate Kyle's generosity.
he's a fat man and he wants more. That's horrible. Thank you, Kyle, for what you have said. I appreciate that, brother.
Definitely, that was awesome.
Ugh.
Freshwater.
Can you go take a picture of my food thing for the kids on the wall in there? When you're going out to the garage, there's some dry erase markers. Take a picture of each one, please.
Of what? Food, kids.
When you're going out to the garage, you walk through the pans hallway. On the one side is 2 dry erase markers. Take a picture of the food that I have on there. Thank you.
What does that mean, Sue Ann? I don't know. Kyle, I just appreciate your past pizza delivery. That was so cool.
Kyle says I'm broke right now. Don't worry, Kyle. Thank you.
Absolutely.
I
man.
appreciate what you sent. I appreciate that, brother.
was.
That was a great surprise, and thank you for that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. You don't need to keep sending anything else. Thank you. I appreciate that. Cindy Reinhardt says, when I did time, the meat was always covered in white gravy. Okay. Cindy did time. That's all I got out of that. Thank you, Skylar. I appreciate it. Okay, now I can remember these things. Oh, tuna hell. Okay, tuna hell is, everybody likes macaroni and cheese, right? So you take, like, say, Velveeta shells and cheddar. You add a can of peas and
Sweaty meat.
and a can of tuna, and you mix it all together, and boom, you've got tuna hell. My kids loved it. Can you go back to that picture? Thank you. And then, our homemade burritos. I lay out, have you been here for burritos?
Not yet.
You've missed out, brother. I lay out a big thing of meat that I cook up with taco seasoning and all that stuff. And then, you've got refried beans. Then you've got lettuce, tomato, cheese, sour cream. We've got corn. We've got beans. And then there's pineapple also. and some taco sauce in liquid, and I forget everything else. But man, you make your taco, or I'm sorry, your burrito. You put your meat in there. You pick anything you like out of it, and you eat it up. And I'm telling you, as long as you put like 3 or 4 pieces of pineapple on there and spread them out, every other bite you've got this sweet pineapple that makes it. Oh my God, it's so good. Oh, okay. Can you get back to that?
One's about to die, so you have to stay on it.
It shuts off when I go down. I set it down. Okay. Ooh, the Italian sausage with onions and peppers cooked in tomato sauce. I love that. Chili cheese dogs, my homemade pizza, chicken cordon bleu. How can no one not like that? Standing rib roast. Oh, that's so good. Steamed ribs, pulled pork. That's how I make my pulled pork, by steaming it. Juice soup and grilled cheese sandwiches. That's nothing more than tomato soup. But my mom lied to me. I didn't like tomatoes because they had like snot in it, it looked like. So I wouldn't eat tomatoes, anything tomato-like. She called it juice soup. And then later when I could read, she sent me down to get some more juice soup out of the cupboard. And I read it was tomato, So I'm eating tomato soup with grilled cheese, and it turns out to be tomato soup. I thought it was juice soup, Once I found out it was tomato, I didn't want to eat it no more, but it's so good. Oh, it turned off on me again.
When is burrito night?
Stay on it the whole time.
Tuesday?
Fried bologna sandwich. Ooh, sizzle steaks. You guys know what sizzle steaks are. That with Swiss cheese or with mayonnaise. Oh my God, so good. Homemade meatloaf. Chocolate chip pancakes. Hillbilly breakfast. A chili and spaghetti. Pork chops. And then we got chicken pot pie. Homemade chicken pot pie is awesome. And then shish kebabs. I do pineapple, pepperoni, chicken, steak, what do you call it? Green pepper, onion, and then start over again. Barbecue chicken breast. Stuffed shells are so good. Oh my God, I make the best stuffed shells. Our homemade nachos, homemade beef stew, and then oatmeal. You've had oatmeal here, right?
I had one bite.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was okay.
It was okay. She don't like oatmeal at all.
I like oatmeal.
No. She didn't like my oatmeal. It was too sweet.
Yeah, I don't like sugar that much.
And I took toast and busted up into little pieces and put in there and stirred it all up. And then had it, because there's a lot of butter in there. And I added some sugar over top and then some maple syrup. And everybody loves my oatmeal. She didn't like it because she don't like sweet stuff.
No, it was
love
good,
oatmeal,
but I just don't
and
like
I love
sweets.
it with the real maple syrup. It can't be, Aunt Jemima's. Real,
No. It has to
Vermont.
be Mrs. Butterworth.
No.
Real maple syrup is too thin.
No.
It runs.
Oh, it tastes so good.
Nah.
This new stuff we just got is so good.
Nothing better than Mrs. Butterworth. Period. That's the thickest
I got
syrup you'll ever get.
Flappy. I got him. He didn't even hit me or anything. What's the point of doing Flappy if he isn't gonna hit me?
Where are all these fishy questions at? We need some fishy questions in these.
Oh, I'm looking at it. Oh, shit on it single was so good. Now, my mom used to make that. That was good.
That's corned beef, isn't it? Corned beef and a gravy.
Yeah. A bechamel sauce gravy, a white gravy.
We got a fish question finally.
I love tuna and grits.
Rich, what's your thoughts
Just
on
tuna and
freshwater
grits.
crabs in the monster pond? Good for cleanup and the divers.
They will clean up. I mean, they will. So if we can get them, we'll put them in there. I have no problems against it.
That's why Josh was putting the clams
clams.
in the
The koi
koi
pond?
pond.
Yeah.
That and the
Yes, putting pineapple on pizza is one of the greatest things
that's-
ever imagined.
That's
Yes.
terrible.
No, it actually is
No,
really
that's
good.
really,
the
really
worst.
good.
Rich, or look at Tell the Foes comment. I think it's down below.
Yeah, even Canadian maple syrup. I've got a jar of that in there. It's not as thick as Mrs. Butterworth's. I'm sorry. I like the thickness. You know, some of it does taste actually better, but it's not as thick. So you're all wrong.
You see, I like that. I like when it's not as sweet and a little more tart.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with you, but sweetness is where it's at.
Jacob Miller's getting one of our bearded dragons tomorrow.
Sure, if he says so. I'm not going to call him a liar. Drink up, guys. I'm on my third now.
I'm gonna go see if Tracy needs changed because the nurse comes in like an hour or so.
Well, she changed her at 4. She was fed.
So yeah, I'm gonna check.
So 6-ish, 7-ish, she would need change. Yeah, go check. Harley Jim says there are thicker brands up here that are thicker. I don't believe it till I see it. Send me some. I will gladly change. Like I would never change from Sweet Baby Ray's ever. It was the best, period. And then I changed to, you know, what's that place called? City Chicken with that smoke flavor in it. Oh my God, it's so much better. Oh, Jacob's getting one from Josh tomorrow. He lives right by Brian's. Yes, Kyle, take shots. Hurry up. Catch up. You need 22 shots, son.
Koi. What about
I've tried every Jewish food Skylar's wanted, and I've helped her make it and buy it and whatever. And I haven't found nothing that I really can't live without yet. But on my hillbilly platform, there's plenty of foods I can't live without.
Do you like hummus? It's good stuff.
That's Indian stuff.
No, it's Middle Eastern.
Middle Eastern, Indian.
It's good. It's just chickpeas.
I love
And some
chickpeas in
garlic.
my salad.
Yeah, it's just chickpeas with some garlic or
Hummus is okay. I didn't say it's
olive
great.
oil. What about some ribeye cheesesteaks with some peppers, onions, and stuff? Cheese.
Yeah, I'll scrape all that off and eat the ribeye. Because ribeye is good.
No, we need to make some Philly cheesesteaks.
Well, now I make Philly cheesesteaks, but I don't put in the peppers and onions. I only put in the ribeye meat, cook it up, and then the white American cheese and melt it together.
Provolone.
Provolone has really no taste to it. I've taught this to so many people. Here's a piece of white American cheese. Here's a piece of provolone. Taste them and see what you like better.
Provolone.
No. Provolone has hardly no taste to it. It melts really well, but it's not got a taste to
cheesy.
it. No, the white American's way more cheesy. Seriously.
I like my provolone.
That's
I love white American though.
that's
No-
stuck
no
in your
doubt
head.
about
That's you ain't open to new things.
I like them both. Fat. I like them all.
See, everybody now bringing their local favorites of the sauce up. You know what I'm saying? The barbecue sauce. That's so many different, from everywhere. But around here, what I can get, what I taste, what I like, there's nothing better than City Barbecue.
This is turning into
Now-
a food channel.
Now
guys.
wait, right. We should open up the Fat Man Food Channel.
Right, yes. Here
We
go.
can talk about it for
Oh
hours,
my God.
and then we can cook. Right.
Let's do it.
Here's the thing: the Sweet Baby Ray's I was stuck on. There's no better. And then City Barbecue opened up here, and I had one of their sandwiches. My son bought me. I'm like, oh my God, it's so smoky. It's so flavorful. And he said that's just a barbecue sauce. I'm like, no way. So I bought a thing of their barbecue sauce, their house barbecue sauce. It's the City Barbecue Original. And I got it home and I'm like, holy shit. I poured a thing on each side and I took a spoon of each one. And I would choose the City Barbecue over Sweet Baby Ray's any day. But Sweet Baby Ray's was my shit and go-to for 10 years.
I like the sweet and spicy Baby Ray's.
That's Stu Stickland says, it's 1 o'clock in the morning over here. I'm half a bottle into JD and I'm bloody starving. Stop talking about all that good food. I love you,
I
Stu.
was thinking the same thing. I'm starving, man.
We can end this and go cook.
I'm hungry, man.
Shannon Johnson says, we're still waiting on that billionaire bacon. Do you know what that is? Let me ask you that.
Isn't that where you do it with the sweet and you're cooking it all up? That's the AZ thing. You haven't done it yet.
Right. Right. Just add a little liquid smoke to Baby Ray's. If we did that, it may even be better than the City Barbecue. I don't know. I'm willing to try. It's just that smoke flavor was like unbelievable. All right, so the next time Sue Ann and her husband comes out here, we're going to plan like a barbecue. You know what I'm saying? Last time they came, she was going to cook for us. First time she was here, I cooked a little something for them. And then we didn't,
Need some ribs.
Now we need a real setting of, let's cook up for the weekend. And they can come out and spend the weekend type thing and do this and that. And we can try some of these things. You know what I'm saying?
Got to.
Yeah. They drive all the way here and they get here and they're like, here's your fried bologna. Shannon Johnson says, here in Texas, that Sweet Baby Ray's is the low end of barbecue sauce. I'll tell you that. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, they make some good sauce down there, but I don't know. Tennessee and Kentucky make some good barbecue sauce. South Carolina.
Where you go, it changes from being like a vinegar sauce to like a sweet sauce to like it's different everywhere.
They're all good if you ask me.
Yeah. Are you okay in there? Just push it straight and turn it straight and turn that machine off for a second until you get it registering.
Right in the middle of changing.
Hurry back, depth charge and Sue.
Well, then turn that machine off.
This food. Hey,
Sue Ann says bologna, really?
fried bologna is great. I don't know what you're talking about.
That was one of our topics for tonight. Fried bologna is great, but it's not going to be one of the things we're going to bring you out of state here to. You know what I'm saying? Weird Man, it says, I love Sweet Baby Ray's. I have a bottle in the fridge now.
I'm telling you, the sweet and spicy is so good.
Yeah, but if we can add smoke to that, it may be better than the City Barbecue.
It might be.
I got to try it now. That's like, why didn't I think of that?
Have you ever been to Ohio City Barbecue? His sauce is good.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ohio City Barbecue?
Ohio City Original.
It's not Ohio City anymore, though. He sold it, and he's not the same guy anymore.
What are you talking about?
He sold it.
I don't know what you're saying. Keep talking, Dumb. I'll be right back.
Whoa. Put me on the spot here.
Ouch. Ow, ow. Oh, I'm sore.
Stubbs isn't bad.
Oh, Ohio City is different than City Barbecue.
Charcoal does make a difference, depth charge. A real Philadelphia cheesesteak has peppers and onion in it.
Yeah, I know. Now, give me your finger.
Oh wait, you're gonna drip it everywhere. What is this? Is this Stubbs? That looks like a Stubbs jar.
You just hush.
Hey, we get real taste.
Trying.
All right, there we go.
Where are the new sensors
That's
for
good barbecue sauce.
That's the city barbecue smoke flavor. But
Where are the new sensors for just tell me where it's at.
Yeah, that's good.
I know Band-Aid.
black cat cabinet, left drawer, about in the middle, all the way front, against the front drawer. Yeah, that's some good shit, right? It's better than Sweet Baby Ray's.
Loki probably weighs, I would guess, like 10 to 12 pounds right now,
I'd say a little more.
maybe.
See, Regina says a Philly girl here, and we don't do pepper
That's
and onion
not
on our
true.
cheesesteaks.
I went to school in Philly, and that's how they make them. Original Philly cheesesteak, peppers and onions.
They have them in there. I don't like them. They take away from the taste of the.
It's red onion. I don't like the green pepper in it, but red pepper and some onion.
Whenever I did do onion, I did the yellow onion. I can't stand the red onions.
Not red onion. No, you do a sweet onion in it.
Sweet onion, yes. Somebody asked Vasquez family, charcoal, propane? No propane. You can taste the propane in your food. No, charcoal for sure.
Classic hood treat, fried bologna. Yep. Start talking food, of course you're gonna get them all riled up.
Rich hates me because I cook the way he does. No, I hate you because you're married to the wrong man.
Wait a second here.
You should be cooking here all the time. Your man gets to enjoy that every day.
That all to the side. Shannon says she'll send you some real barbecue stuff. Just need the address.
Oh
So we
shit!
got to get Shannon the address so we can get some good barbecue from down in Texas.
How do we do that? Well, I don't care. My address is on here. Everybody knows it.
Right on the website. If you go to Ohio Fish Rescue's website, the address should be on there. Google it. Please send us some.
Jim usually comes in and says, "Cheese whiz."
Cheese whiz is actually what they put on Philly cheesesteaks. That's the whiz sauce.
Yeah, I don't like that. I like the white cheese on a Philly cheesesteak. I don't like cheese whiz on it. Keep talking. Keep reading.
Oh, sorry, Shannon. Either way, we still want some of that barbecue sauce. Address on the website. California does have some good Mexican. I'll tell you that. I was out there during beginning of COVID. Had some good Mexican out there. Everybody got quiet. Probably some perch. Perch is a good fish out of Lake Erie. Good beer batter. Yeah, it is Strongsville, Ohio, but I don't know the address off the top of my head. Oh, my favorite thing to do at OFR. I love doing everything here, actually. You know, get to work with the fish and work with Josh and Big Rich.
Okay, we got Tracy taken care of. It was her thing on her thumb had actually broke. So no matter what Skylar did, so no matter what Skylar said or did, it wasn't going to fix it. So. Yeah, I see them Philly cheesesteaks, and they're all, you know, cheese whiz. I really don't like them. My cheesesteak is white cheese, melted throughout it.
There's a new place out. It's here in Cleveland. It's called Original Cheesesteaks and Hoagies, and they're all Philadelphia cheesesteaks. And I'll tell you what, they're really good. And they do offer the cheese whiz sauce, but you can get it with American and you can get it with the provolone. And it's good stuff. Oh, what's my favorite fish? He's laughing at me
because I said this woman should be here cooking for me, not him.
My favorite fish here at the rescue, man, that's a tough decision. There's so many that I just absolutely love here.
Yes, now Hip Hop Hillbilly says cheddar cheese, cheese whiz, and some Ritz crackers. Oh, now that out of the can is the best.
Yeah, that's great.
I love that. That's awesome.
I thought he was talking about what kind of fish I like to eat, and I said perch. But out of the rescue here, there's just too many. There's too many cool fish here that I love. They're all awesome. They really are. Favorite tank? Oh man. Obviously the Monster Pond is completely awesome. I'm telling you, every single tank here is phenomenal. It's hard to pick a favorite when there's so many cool different fish in every single tank that there is.
Because when I give a tour, I'm like, oh, come over here, look at this. Oh, wait, look at this. Wait, come over here and look at this.
It is. There's so many cool things. There's I mean, there's a white koi in the goldfish tank out there that's absolutely gorgeous. There's the stingrays. I mean, everything is just awesome.
I just had poopy on my hand.
I don't just help out. I come out and I do hang out. It's great company. They're great people, great friends that I've grown to love being out here and just hanging out. So
just wait till you get to drink when you're over here.
I know. It's going to be crazy. Josh owes me some drink. He told me he's going to, next time for helping out the koi pond, he told me that he's going to tell me there's a ton of work to be done out here, and I'm going to come out, and all he's going to do is drink with me.
And you drink.
Yeah. So,
that's my boy. I raised that boy right.
He did. He did. So.
All right, here we go again. Depth Charge says you should try Sue Ann's meatloaf, Rich. Here, let me tell you something, Depth Charge. I think you would divorce your wife and leave her and marry me because my meatloaf is so much better. It's loaded with cheese, mozzarella cheese. Oh, my God. I mean, that's all I got to say. I don't have to say no more, right?
No. Danielle, I don't live at the rescue. But if
someday
if something was going to happen, if I had to, I know where I'd come knocking on the door.
Okay, Tonka Jahari says, Big Rich, what type of wood do you use to smoke in the hickory or cherry egg? Do you think it makes a difference? It does make a difference. And the only thing I've ever smoked with is the hickory, okay? I haven't tried the cherry because the flavors are so subtle that I don't really get the smoke flavor. I get the cherry flavor a little bit. I'd rather have the hickory smoked flavor,
Hickory's the move.
Yeah. Sue Ann says when she comes out, can you drink with her next time?
Absolutely. Just like probably after November, I should be done with my my duties to the state. And Jim, I don't appreciate that whatsoever. I do not live in the back shed.
You hope to one day.
One day, maybe. Not today.
Deb Charge says, no cheese. It's so wrong. I'm telling you, when you go into your meatloaf and you got your ketchup and your brown sugar, top on it, and you cut into it, and then there's all this cheese in the inside, and you got a cheese pull, and you set it aside. I'm telling you, Art, it's so good.
Gotta like cheese. I mean, who doesn't like cheese?
Wait, I just called him Mark.
You did.
I'm sorry. Okay, Deb Charge, you will love it. You will like it. See, and even your wife says it's always had a little cheese to it.
Mark is in the back basement room.
No, I'm getting Josh's old room, if anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
He thinks he rates around here.
No, I'm.
That's a nice room, bro.
Yeah, no, I've seen it. That's why I said I'm getting Josh's
Jerry's nephew's here now, and he's staying in that room tonight. And apparently the next couple nights.
Jerry has plenty of room in the big bed.
You know what's funny, Rich? He was like, yeah, he could stay for tonight. So I was like, okay, yeah, I can ask Rich for tonight. And then he was like, no, I'll ask Rich. And I didn't know why. And then I found out when he was like, can he stay here the next few nights?
Right.
Sue Ann and Depth Charge are just like, no, you do not get that room.
Has Depth Charge been here before? Is that?
Yeah, that's Sue Ann's husband.
Oh, that makes sense now.
That makes sense.
Steve.
No, it makes sense.
Steve, right. You can call him Mark, but you don't like him. But you can call him Steve.
Did they initiate the dragon room?
And Jim says, does Jerry have a bunk beds? No, he don't.
Whoa, wait a second, guys. Jim, Nate, I don't
Wait,
know.
are you on
what's
top or
going
is
on
he on
here.
top? That's all I
Hey.
want to know.
All I want to know is why Jim and Nate are hating.
I got Jew questions. Skylar, what are some of the Jewish foods? Are there like variations of other Middle Eastern foods? Hummus, etc. Yeah, hummus is a common one. It's a lot of matzo ball soup, matzo with crackers, and then there's a bunch of names I honestly forget how to pronounce. Matzo ball soup's the main one though. We do a lot of flank steak too. It's a lot of plain food, so anything that's kosher we pretty much eat, but it's really good. I love it. Rich doesn't like
Sue Ann
it.
says
Gefilte
Jerry is
fish-
bottom.
Gefilte fish is my favorite.
Gefilte fish. You can't even say it right.
Gefilte fish.
Joey's the bottom.
Last week he kept biting our ankles and I kept yelling at him. I was going to bring out the spray this week.
You didn't need to. I've been keeping them busy.
I forget what the one sauce is called. We have this one horseradish sauce that we make, and it's so good. There's the challah. I had to figure out what the
June Pie figured it out. Jerry's the left side of the bed. You're the right. Who's the big spoon is all I want to know. Yeah, you got to be the big spoon with that belly.
oh, potato latkes too.
A lot of hating going on here.
Oh, yeah. Deb Charge says, I can see Mark on the top bunk and Jerry on the bottom bunk. Picture it. 1956, I was with Mick Jagger breeding Oscars.
What the hell?
That's hilarious. That's a good one.
What the hell?
Thought we were buddies, Depth Charge. Guess not.
Yes, Terry Grimwood's got it. I make meatloaf with the cheese core in the middle and I smoke it on the smoker. Yes,
Mm.
that's the best meatloaf out there.
When's
Don't
Terry-
worry about what Depth Charge says.
When's,
I
Screw
like
him.
regular.
when's
which is
Terry
onions,
coming over to
lots of
make that?
onions.
Wait. Just because Depth Charge's wife don't know how to make meatloaf.
Yeah,
Oh, this is so fun tonight. I love this. Now Sue Ann's going to come in with some sort
yeah.
of...
Here it is.
can't even. I can't. So Tracy's all good now. See, there's still things that you need me for.
Well, no, I only needed it for you for it.
No,
because
no.
I didn't know where it was.
You didn't know what was going on or what was happening, and you
I
wanted
did.
to change this, and now you didn't know where it was, and I had to help you. So if I wasn't here, in other words, I can't leave and trust you. You know what I'm saying? You don't know everything about Tracy yet,
I didn't know where.
but I'm telling you, you're doing damn good. Damn good.
I knew how to fix it. I just didn't know where it was because I could tell it was broken. The thing fell out. I could tell where it was placed because of where the thing was on it. So I knew where to place it. I just didn't. I couldn't find
So
it.
you
in
could
the
tell
drawers.
how it's broke because the thing on it was broken, and the thing wasn't where the thing was supposed to be.
Yes.
And you didn't know how to do the thing. So now you know how to do
No,
the thing,
I know.
right?
I knew how to do the thing. I just
Oh.
couldn't find the thing.
That's every 13-year-old's problem.
Skylar,
I
let's
knew how to do the thing. I couldn't find the thing.
Scott, why
You
is
want to
that-
see Big Rich
Hey,
with
hold on.
pigtails? Can Skylar give you some pigtails?
Yeah, I'm gonna give her some.
No.
Don't give me no pigtails.
Somebody's gonna get knocked out.
Hey. What are you doing?
Giving you pigtails.
You leave me alone.
What if somebody donates? Then can you get pigtails?
You leave me alone.
Yeah, Sue Ann, what are you smoking, huh? How about kibasi?
Kibasi's great with sauerkraut every once in a
I
while.
don't like sauerkraut, but fried.
Right. The
Fried.
kibasi is good every once in a while with the sauerkraut because if you take a little bit of sauerkraut with the kibasi, you get that unique flavor. The kibasi is great by itself. Okay.
I love fried kibasi. Man.
Yes, it's good, and you got to try it with a little bit of the sauerkraut because that's the Polish thing, you know. But I would not, have that weekly. It's not a good flavor, you know.
I like kibasi. I could eat kibasi weekly. I just told I have to
Oh,
lower my cholesterol or I have to go on medicine. 'Cause
Once somebody said, I've seen something that looks like, is it kebab? No, it's maror. That's what the horseradish is. Technically, it means
All right,
maror.
here's a fishy question. Wait, go back. There was an actual fishy question instead of food. Right here. How big of a koi I'll need so my ducks won't eat them?
Ducks, you need at least 8 inches or bigger than your ducks. The ducks have small mouths.
Hey, Rich, I found you on page 59 of the world record book today. That means you gotta get the book.
So I was in the Guinness Book of World Records today.
Yeah, I'll buy it for you.
I don't want you to buy it.
It's officially printed.
Yeah, well, I have the
Yeah, I know, but it's officially
Yeah, it's
printed
in the
in the
no,
book.
I have the
now.
award on there, but now it's officially printed in the book.
Nice.
I told them, I have the world's largest rescue. They should do that.
And they were like, nah.
Yeah, and then the world's largest wiener, and they were like, nah.
Yeah, that would never work.
Oh, Rich, wait, hold on. Send me $17 if you want it because it's on sale today. For $17 from $30.
So I'm in the 2024. It should have been 2023.
They
Slavic
do
Village,
the next
Tonka.
year for the
Year?
previous
Okay.
year. Send me $17. It's on sale from $30. I'm getting it with Prime.
Slavic Village has the large. Actually, no, Parma.
That's Polish town. Parma.
Parma. Yep. Polka.
What do you know about polka?
You told me.
Name me one polka band.
You taught me everything about
Name
polka.
me one polka band. My grandmother was Polish.
What Weird Al?
Weird Al Yankovic is not Polish.
Yes, he does.
I mean, he
yes.
does a lot of the rendezvous of these songs, but
He's Polish and he does the polka stuff. Name one polka band.
Big Al and the Polka Bots.
Yeah. Big Al.
Look up Polish bands. I'm telling you, they rock. They're dancing music.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you know what's ironic?
Deb
too?
Charge says, "Don't lie, you got a dicky do. You don't know what you're talking about, Deb Charge. You look in the mirror too much, buddy." Oh, Daniel Tracy Ann comes in with the best comment of the night. Rubens are delicious too.
No.
Rubens, no. screw you, fuck her too, fuck you both.
Hey,
I'm telling you.
where's the? I thought we were.
There's
a family
nothing
channel
better
with no F's
than
going on.
Slyman's Reuben sandwich.
Slyman's corned beef sandwiches are the best.
The difference is the corned beef is not served toasted. Reuben's are. The corned beef is not served with Swiss cheese on it. Reuben's are. So if you take a Slyman,
the corned beef is with Swiss cheese also.
Not melted.
They're just not fried.
Not melted.
They're not fried.
Now, if you take and make Slyman's a Reuben,
but you got
and
the
tell them
sauerkraut on it.
Tell them no sauerkraut. Now you have a Slyman sandwich.
Fried with the butter, toast, and everything like that.
Oh my God, it's the greatest sandwich on the planet.
It is.
It's this thick of pastrami, you know, and then you got the melted Swiss cheese and the toasted bread.
Slyman's has gotten so expensive, though, for a sandwich.
I know, because they were hosted in, you know,
the best
dinners, dive-ins, and drives, and all these different things. And now they're going to their brain. They're charging so much. But I'm telling you, they're still the best.
The corned beef is expensive, too, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, no sauerkraut.
No sauerkraut on your Reuben. And it's the best. It's the best.
We got to start a food channel.
Jeff
OFR
Charge
food.
says, Jackal, Dirty Little Mind. Oh my God, one of the greatest songs of all time. What?
Give me a pat on the back. When you put Tracy's thing on, it slid off. I just put it back on and fixed it.
What?
The thumb thing that was messed up.
I never met a Reuben I didn't like.
Right.
Fast food is horrible. Every single one.
Fast food's awesome.
No. It's a typical, what are you? You're not millennial. You're like later even than millennial.
No, I'm a millennial.
You're like Gen Z or something.
I'm not fucking Gen Z.
You're Gen Z.
No.
Well, I thought we made this clear before. She was her mother's drunken mistake.
I was going to say something really bad, but
I was my father's drunken mistake.
I was just going to say you should have been.
I should have.
Oh!
He's not wrong.
Oh!
He's not wrong.
Oh, that's so
That's
horrible.
not true.
Oh, it's very true.
No, it isn't. Oh, stop.
Now you're going after her mother now. You're a horrible person.
I heard she is a beautiful, awesome woman. That's what I heard.
Then why are you telling her?
That's going to be watching this.
I didn't say I wanted to date your mother or something. I just said that she was an awesome woman. She had to be to put up with your ass.
I'm telling you. She called me after the Skylar lived here like 3 months. She's like, "Oh yeah, I've decided now. Skylar's your problem." I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Danielle said, I see you guys have falafel too, Skylar. Yes, we do. When I was in Israel, I ate a bunch of falafel. Why don't you cook them for Yom Kippur? And the thing with Yom Kippur is you don't eat for an entire day or drink anything at all for 24 hours, not even water.
What's the
Really?
Jewish soup?
Yes. Matzo ball soup.
Matzo
ball soup.
It's
Yes.
amazing. I love it. So, but after Yom Kippur is over, I can make some falafel.
It was a drunken mistake on a pool table.
We've all been there, bro.
I'm serious though. OFR Bitchin' Kitchen YouTube channel with just food. Do
We
it on
could.
Saturday nights.
Hey, $2.
We could have a Friday night live stream of just food, and that's what we do anyway.
Well, no. Why don't we do 2 live streams a week?
Saturday night barbecuing on the grill.
Saturday night live stream too. We've been talking
Or
about
in the
it for a
kitchen.
while.
OFR
Jim
Kitchen.
Sheasley, $2. Mark, have you swam in the pool yet?
No, he's a beta.
I have not, and I've been
Big
dying
old
to.
scaredy cat.
No, I'm not scared. I just haven't had the opportunity. I will do it tomorrow if I'm allowed. As a matter of fact, I think Jim brought us a bunch of new goggles and snorkeling
Yes, he
equipment.
did. Yes, he did.
And I will be using it. I'll be the first person to use it. As a matter of
staying
fact,
the
I'll
night
come
tonight?
out tomorrow. I'm not staying the night, but I will come out tomorrow, and I will swim in the pool with
Okay.
the new snorkeling equipment.
Okay.
Thank you, Jim.
We got one more bed for you if you want to stay the night.
No. My girlfriend would not be happy if I did not show up.
Your girlfriend? What's his name? Told you every time he says that, ask him what's his name. Those Kathy, everybody else today.
We will have video of me swimming in that pool very shortly.
It's a big baby.
It's not.
I
Don't
will hug
stop being a
Brutus.
big baby.
He's a big baby.
How many times have I been in that pool? Countless.
Countless. What does it say? I can't read it.
How did things go today?
Shit.
We got-
Everything went well.
we got
We
the
got
a
bus
lot of
started.
crap
We
done.
got the bus started. We got the
Trailer
boat
already?
moved. We got out the boat or the van and the trailer out, so Josh can go up to Brian's. We moved the boat back in. We did a lot of work today. We were nonstop all day long.
No bait. What does that mean, Visquel? Oh, so Jim, you were talking shit and you haven't even swam in it. You coming out tomorrow? We'll go together.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah. What's up with that?
Somebody's coming tomorrow?
Well, Mark is.
I'm coming to swim because Jim called me out and he hasn't even swam in it yet. So he has to come out here and go with me. What's up with that?
Tell you what, when Josh gets here, we have to put the 300-gallon pool into the van. We have to put the 1,000-gallon tub onto the trailer. We have to put that big reef piece that we cleaned up onto the trailer. And then he's got to go and drive up to the reptarium.
He's not coming till early in the morning.
You think?
Yeah.
You can call him. He's probably
Can I
home by
call
now.
Josh? I'll go get my phone and call him.
Yeah.
He might be. What if he's sleeping now?
He's not
sleeping.
It's 8:30 at night.
He just went and looked at a car. He's not sleeping. Oh my God, that is so smoky flavored. That is so good.
I want some too.
You want some?
I'm hungry.
That's how good it
I'm
is.
hungry.
Man, that sauce is good.
Hip Hop Hillbilly says he's an actor and he'll come out and swim tomorrow.
Nah, don't start thinking you're a man when you won't really do it. All right, Raheem says, Big Rich, please start putting videos on Sunday. Here's the thing, Raheem. Josh does Wednesdays. I do Mondays and Fridays. And we keep it the same every week. We used to do every other day, which Josh would do Monday. I'd do Wednesday. He'd do Friday. I'd do Sunday. Then he'd have to do Tuesday. I'd have to do, Thursday. And then he'd have to do Saturday. And it changed each week. It was horrible. Now knowing the days you got to put out a video is so much easier, So it's just that's why we changed to that.
Hip Hop Hillbilly says, "Hell, I'm in Akron. I'll come out tomorrow and swim."
We already talked
Come
about
on.
it.
Oh, good.
Chickpeas, they're a great salad.
Josh didn't answer. Told you he's probably sleeping, so he can come really late and then get there. Well, no, you said it's only a couple hours away.
Yeah, so I mean,
Probably not in
Hummus
the
is
car.
made out of chickpeas.
yeah.
Garlic and some olive oil with chickpeas smashed
In a
up.
grinder.
It's really
boom.
good. Some pita bread. Hello from Singapore.
What's up, buddy? Exotic Fins SG.
Texas.
I'm still waiting on somebody to send me an eel. I said I'm still waiting on somebody to send me an eel.
All right, guys. We're at the end of my 3 drinks. Usually this is where I call it quits. Now, this is what Josh don't like. After my 3 drinks, I tend to get a little racy online. He don't like it. So she's making my next drink now.
TJ is my buddy, and if he goes anywhere, he's coming with me, Sue-Ann. Sorry.
No. Sue-Ann loves that bird.
I love that bird. He is my buddy.
Well, now Josh started loving that bird because he gets along with Josh. He rides around on Josh's shoulder. He, talks to Josh. He reacts to Josh.
TJ loves me.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. How do you know you're never out there with me with him? I'm telling you, TJ loves me.
Then go ahead and buy him.
Maybe I will.
Okay.
But I can't because that bird is a special bird that needs to be held for the person that you're holding it for.
You'd say you'd never give him the time he needs.
I would totally give TJ the time he needs.
Then what's the problem?
Because
Are you broke, bitch?
he's not up for adoption. He's waiting for his owner to get healthy again so he can go home again.
No. Sue-Ann wanted to buy him. And Josh, I thought she was going to tell him like $800. You can have him. Sue-Ann wanted to buy him. Josh told her $1,200. And I'm like, why, Josh? He goes, because I love TJ. And I don't need to sell him. I don't want to sell him. He's fine where he's at. And I'm like, well, goddamn, you pissed off and upset, some of our friends. You could have told them that,
He is a foster, and that's why I said I wouldn't take him, Sue-Ann. But we'd be fighting.
I hear Sue-Ann saying, bullshit.
Yeah, well, she said down before that, he's a foster, and that's what I said. He can't go anywhere. But if he does end up having to go somewhere,
He should go to
we're
Sue-Ann's.
fighting.
Sue-Ann loves the bird. The bird did go on Sue-Ann's shoulder. Has the bird been on your shoulder?
The bird
Yeah.
likes Sue-Ann.
The bird loves
The
Sue-Ann.
bird loves me.
The bird loves Sue-Ann. Okay, well, let's
I go and see TJ every single time
So
I'm here. That bird loves me.
When Sue-Ann's here next, we'll put you in one corner, her in another. I'll let the bird down between you. You both call it, and we'll see who he loves.
Okay. I'm there.
I bet the bird's going to Sue-Ann.
Okay. We'll find out.
Sue-Ann said she'd just be willing to foster TJ and give him back.
Well, that was the whole point when we first started doing. But he's been here a long time because the original owner, had to
Cancer.
right, and we're just gonna hold it for a while. But it seems like he's here forever.
It's
So
been
if
a
we
year
can
now.
find him a better home than what we're doing, would be okay.
He's
You
a
know what I'm
part
saying?
of the rescue, if you ask me. And
Right.
he's awesome. TJ's a great bird. And he adds a little character to the rescue, if you ask me.
I have fun. I taught him Big Bird. Have you seen that yet?
Adventures with
It's
Mikey
Big Rick.
says.
He says Big
No,
Rick.
no. Have you seen Big Bird yet?
Adventures with Mikey
If I say Big
says.
Bird, he'll go like this with his wings.
TJ poop on Skylar anymore?
I go
Yes,
and
he did it.
I do this. We do this like we dance
I taught him how to
together
do
every
big-
single time I'm here.
Yes.
Me and him are like buddies.
Lawrence.
He hasn't bit me, Skylar.
Well, I taught him how to do Big Bird. He'll go like
He
this.
hasn't shit on me, Skylar.
I clean his cage. I take care of that bird.
He's bit you and shit on you.
Because I'm with him every single day. You were with him every single day. You'd get bit and shit on.
You would not.
That sounds like a terrible boyfriend.
Lawrence,
I get bit every single day and shit on it.
Sue-Ann says she's made a whole other room for him. Afro-Man says, how's the cat? I had to shave him this week.
Yeah, you had. Yeah. How's he doing?
I'll go grab him.
Ooh, that wasn't nice.
Wait. Where'd it go?
Up there.
Lorenzo says, can you put Skylar up for adoption? I'll give you 500. Do I hear any higher?
Yeah.
500 is a
Taking
leading
bids.
bid.
Taking bids.
You don't need a cage for her. She won't run. Yeah, I mean,
She's very little.
she is very little, like a rabbit. Skylar,
I know, $500.
can you put up Skylar for adoption? I'll give you 500.
It's more than I'm making now, so yeah.
How much are you making now?
Zero.
0?
My savings.
So you're willing to go and be adopted out for $500 a month. And they can pet you and hold you and
Savannah says, has he ever?
Dana, you ain't right. You raised this girl some craziness.
Ooh, she says, go bring TJ Mark. I can't take TJ out of the fish room.
Oh my God. Tonka Jahari says, Big Rich, have you ever owned a hyacinth macaw? That is my dream macaw. Okay. I've had 5 macaws in my life, 4 of them at one time. I sold them all to get this rescue. I want a hyacinth macaw, all purple with yellow eyes, yellow under their eyes. I love them birds, the gentle giants, but I can't afford them. They want $25,000 for them now. They're crazy. When it was like, 7,000, I wanted it. I thought it'd get cheaper and I could eventually get it, but no, it never got cheaper. It just went up. I would give anything to have a hyacinth macaw. Anything. I love that bird. The gentle giant. I love that bird.
Let me see him for a second. I want to see how much he weighs. Oh my!
He's more than 10 pounds.
Yeah, he's 15 pounds.
15 at least.
He's skinny though.
And look how. No, give me the tail. No, pick him back up. Pick him back up.
No.
Come on, pick him back up.
But look at this baby.
Pick him back up. And give me the tail. Turn him towards you. Now look how long that cat is.
He's a big boy.
You gotta hold him like
He's
this.
definitely
There you go.
15 pounds.
That cat is super long.
What are we doing to you?
Here, I got him really stretched
boy?
out. That'll be a good
What are
screenshot.
we doing to
Oh, look
you?
at his little belly. It's all shaved. He was getting matted up and I couldn't brush him out anymore.
He's a good boy. He's definitely 15 pounds, at least. He's a heavy boy.
Well, he keeps growing so fast. It's hard to keep weight on him because he feels so
Yeah, how old is he
skinny.
now? Like
Almost
8?
a year.
He's
8 months?
10 months?
10?
10 months, yeah.
10 months.
Oh, yeah, right here.
Yeah, he's still a kitten.
Yeah, they don't stop growing till they're 4 years old.
5 years old.
5? Okay. So, yeah.
Shane Johnson said, what would a cat like that go for? Too much is the answer. Too much.
2,500 to $4,000.
$5,000 if you want to breed.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. That's what we saw the prices were when we found him.
They're a few grand at least. He did not say Sue Ann, Jim. He said Mark. He said, I love Mark. I love Mark.
Hey, Mark, are you ready to go in there and start cooking?
I'm hungry. Where's that bologna?
Oh, we don't have bologna here,
Damn it.
So
I
you
want
can't
the
have it
bologna
tonight.
sandwich.
but I do have. Now these are things that I won't eat, but you might be interested in. We have what are they called? The bison burgers.
Oh, those are so
Yeah,
good.
those are good. Why wouldn't you eat bison burgers?
No, I won't eat it. We have
It's so healthy.
we
for
have
you.
sausage from
No, we have to do a video on that.
what are them?
It's like alligator sausage.
Alligator
We have to do
sausage.
that for a video. We can't eat that.
I don't want
We can.
alligator sausage.
No, it's for a video. We're gonna be using that for a video.
We're making OFR kitchen for Saturday nights. Lives.
Yeah, let's wait till tomorrow night.
Rich should make tacos again.
Yeah, the burrito bar I'm looking forward to.
You've never had it?
No.
Wow, you've missed out. Okay, what does this say?
Says my mom is sick and she's living with me now. I showed her Loki and she's in love with him. Aw,
Mhm.
Loki is a cool cat. I'll tell you what.
he's the best boy.
This cat is huge. Look at that.
He's beautiful. He's really got some good color and he is totally chill. Somebody said he's chill and he is.
Look at all that hair around his face.
Look at how much I
He's
just pulled
amazing.
off.
Oh, I just pulled off some. Why are you pulling his hair?
I'm trying to get I'm working through the mats.
Look at all that. Oh my God.
No, he's got some mats in this, and I can't shave this off, so I have to work through it with my hands.
Pulling his hair off.
No, I'm not. I'm
Poor
going through it with my
baby.
fingers. Whatever comes off, comes off. You're always falling off a little bit.
Look how thick this tail is.
He's got a meaty tail.
All these hairs are coming right off.
Adventures with Mikey. He's
Well,
gonna.
he's probably about to
he's
grow his
outta here.
winter coat.
Yeah,
He will
it's gonna
never
be
be bigger than his winter coat.
It's gonna be Ohio Fish Rescue Kitchen. Ohio Fish Rescue Kitchen Cook-Off. 2 cooks, different, same recipe, and see who makes the best. Every Saturday.
You will lose every Saturday.
No.
Bucky Doe Downer says needs brushed, and Bucky Doe Downer, I brush him every day. The problem is
He works on his belly so much.
he just keeps growing hair and keeps getting it matted up. There's just, I mean, I brush him for easily an hour.
Shannon
every
says
day.
that's got to be the prettiest cat I've ever seen. I love dogs, but I could definitely see me having one of these someday.
He's a majestic little boy.
What's the next one? Tonka?
Big Rich, my wife wants me to get rid of my hyacinth macaw so we can travel once we retire.
Oh my God.
Call with you.
If you, I tell you what, if you donate it to the Ohio Fish Rescue, I'll give you whatever I can as far as money, but your bird would stay here and I will pay for your trip to come here and visit. Okay. I would give anything to have that bird. If you have one, I would give anything. I will do what it takes. I will sell off what I got to afford to buy this bird, and then you guys can come here and stay in the spare room for a day or 2 or 3, and then come and visit and hang out.
Not only
Oh
that,
my
but
God.
they'll always be able to know where their bird is and be able to come
And you can
visit.
watch your bird weekly. I will never get rid of him. Never.
Danielle said, is Lucky going with Skylar when she moves out? I have no plans on moving out.
You don't even have to wait till you retire, Tonka. You can travel now. I will pay for your trip here. I will put you up for days. I will show you the best places to visit. I'll take you out on the boat. You know, I'll give you the tour of the rescue. I'll do what I can do. I mean, I love that bird. That is my all-time greatest pet I've ever wanted. I love that bird. And you'll know he'll have a good home here.
I wouldn't want big money, Big Rich, just to know it has a happy home. And I live in Medina, Ohio, so I'm local.
You do not. I'm thinking I'm going to have to pay for him to come in from
Right.
India or something.
You got $20 in gas, man.
$20 a cat. No, I'm serious. I will
When the
give you
time
what you
comes.
want for the bird. Please consider us as a home for him.
When the time
I
comes,
love that
yeah.
bird. I love that bird. That is my most favorite bird of all time. I've had 5 macaws, Harlequin. I had a green wing. I had a blue and gold, and then a scarlet, and then I had a Moluccan cockatoo that was Aquila. So there was Aquila, Big Boy, Boo. What was the other one's name? I forget. But, you know, I had them forever. They were my babies. I took them to the car shows. Everybody tripped out. Everybody loved them. You know, and now I sold all them to afford this fish rescue. And now I got this rescue. If you're right here, oh my God. Not only will I pay for your gas to come here, that's like nothing.
$20.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I will give you whatever I can afford. You want any animals from here? I'll give you them. I will give you a couple grand, whatever I can afford. I don't care. Please, please, please let me end up with this hyacinth macaw. Please. And you can come visit it all the time. You can live here. You can spend the night here. I don't care.
You can
Whatever
live
it
here.
takes. Yes. If his woman throws him out, he has a place to go. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can't believe it. That's the closest I've came to owning a hyacinth macaw. I love this. Like you and your cat. You
Oh, you
made
finally
your
are
dream.
admitting it's my cat?
Well, I bought this cat for Tracy, okay? But Tracy has not acknowledged it or even registered that it's there, and Skylar takes care of it. This cat loves Skylar. It's Skylar's cat, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Basically, it's Skylar's.
It's Skylar's cat. That
It's
cat
so
loves
cool
you.
looking.
I walk in the room, it runs. You walk in the room, it runs to you. You know what I'm saying?
And then the meowing when I leave.
This cat nonstop is like, I'm like, shut up. Skylar left my room and fucking, I'm swearing up a storm. Skylar left my room and just took off, and the cat's like, come back, and it's horrible.
Sue Ann, you would make a great mama to TJ, and I'd be fine with losing TJ to you.
The only problem is, I mean, it's Josh that handles all the sales of pets. There's nothing you can do, Rich.
I mean, I can step in,
Yeah, you can, but
but it's going to cause trouble between me and my son. So the problem is, I was too nice and I gave everything to everybody. And Josh is like, no, stop. You're paying all this money each month, and you're just giving these things away. You need to start selling these, Dad. So he started selling them at a cheap price, which was fine. And then things got worse and worse and worse, and now things are more rare, and now things are getting up higher price. He asked, or I'm sorry, Sue Ann asked, what would it take for me to end up with TJ, because she loves TJ. And I thought, Josh probably going to save about $800. He told her $1,200. And I asked Josh, I'm like, why would you say $1,200?
She loves them.
You know what I'm saying? He goes, that bird has been so great. That bird has been so awesome. He's in the rescue. He's great part of the rescue. He's a this and that, part of this, part of that. He's always so nice, and I can take him and put him on his cage. He's such a great bird.
He is. He's really cool.
And then all of a sudden, Josh wants to keep him. So he put a high price on him.
So nobody will take him.
Basically. Right.
The thing about selling the fish, or, putting a price on any of the fish or the rescues, it also provides them with, if you give them away, people are more apt to go and sell them.
Right.
And stuff like that.
Look at this. Build a traveling macaw bird cage. How could you even think to get rid of your baby?
You got a cage.
See, I have a 5-foot wide cage by 3 foot on the back deck, and it's got a divider you can put in the middle if you want to breed macaws, and then it has a breeder thing on the side. I have a huge cage for macaw. In other words, double the size of most macaw cages, because I'm not going to breed him. I'm going to let him, run his area. And I have that cage already here.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I kept the best cage I had for in case I go to get my birds again. At one time, I was the bird man. I had 4 macaws and a Moluccan cockatoo. I had 5 birds, and I have Tracy with pictures, holding all these and trying to feed them. You know what I'm saying? And it was a great time.
Aggressive Fish Lover said, Josh told me to come grab him. I still have the message? Right there.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah, something about him going back to the original owners. Yeah, he was going into something, and he couldn't chemo. Yeah, yep. And he had to give up his bird and blah blah blah. And if he ever got better, he was to get his bird back. So. Tonka says, I'm worried he will get all depressed and pull. No, that bird will. Is he the one with the hyacinth? Tonka.
Yeah.
Okay. That bird will have so many people. He will have me. He'll be with me 24/7. He'll be my buddy. On my arm, petting him, talking to him, showing him things. He will have so many people. He won't have time to concentrate on being left alone and then picking his own feathers. That will never happen, because I will be showing him off to everybody.
he was joking about TJ and Josh giving it to him.
Oh,
I don't think Sue Ann thought that was very funny.
no, Sue Ann fell in love with TJ. You know, he's a
If
great
anybody
bird.
forget TJ,
He
it's
walks,
Sue Ann.
if you walk up to his cage, he'll walk from the back of the cage up to you and be like, "What's up?" You know what I'm saying? And he'll put his head down and have you pet him. He's a great bird.
You know,
Right.
he's totally cool. Whenever I come here, he
That's what I'm
comes out
saying.
of the cage, comes up to me, plays his bobbing of his head game and his, you know, and lets
he
me
wants
pet
you to
him,
pet him.
and he just loves the interaction. He's an awesome
fun.
bird.
I
I
have
love
fun with
TJ. I really do.
Now, if I had a, we call it the purple birds. If I had a, sheesh,
I
what
like
are
the
they
white
called?
ones. What are the white?
Them are Moluccan cockatoos
Yeah, they're
with the pink, things on their head.
no, just all white. All white.
I don't know what you're talking about. Cockatoos have the things that are white, but they have pink feathers underneath, and they spread up. You know what I'm saying?
I'd have to Google.
If I had a hyacinth macaw, I would forget about everything else, and that bird would be my buddy and be with me daily, nonstop, all the time. My last bird, Big Boy, I had him so well trained. I could be like, "Show eagle," and he'd be like, "Barrah!" And he'd do that.
Beautiful.
I had a leash going to his little band on his foot to my wrist in case somebody scared him and he flew off. He'd pull right back and sit on my arm and come right back. You know what I'm saying?
Cockatoo. That's what I meant.
Cockatoo.
Yeah.
That the Moluccan
All the white
cockatoo
cock.
are the biggest ones that have the cockatoos. We have a Goffin cockatoo out there.
Right.
Okay.
But I'm talking about the big ones.
The bigger one is the one that has the pink that spreads up like this.
Yeah. They're
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah.
I love them.
TJ is a Goffin cockatoo.
It's a different one. She was talking about.
Okay. Tonka says, "How would you get a hold of us?" Here. Just type in my number. And there you go. That's how you get a hold of me.
Yeah. Well, electric cans are pink. The ones I'm talking about are just all white, and they got the black
No, the
beak.
Moluccans are white, and they have the pink feathers that come up. The Goffins are all white, and they have the yellow feathers that come up. Okay? Moluccan cockatoos are the biggest cockatoos. They're all white. But when they spread their feathers up like this,
It's got the pink.
they're pink. Yeah. TJ isn't, I don't know if it's a sulfur crested, but he's a Goffin, Goffin cockatoo. Seriously, if you want to trade that bird for a big fish tank, I can set you up with whatever you want. I can give you whatever I can afford. I will give up for that bird. I love that bird. 56 years old, he's halfway through his life. That means he's set in his ways and he's got 50 years left. They live about 100 years. And I would love to let him live out his life here.
Rich, did you give out your phone number
Yeah, I did.
on the live stream?
Yeah. Of course. My number's on.
It's on the
If you
web-
look on the website, my number's on the website.
That's true.
Look, weird matter. People call me all the time, and I talk to them. I talk to everybody, and every once in a while I get a call where I know it's a fan call where they just want to gab, and they don't know what to say. But other than that, it's always like, hey, can you do this or that or blah blah blah? I'm willing to, can I bring them up? This, and it's not a bad call, you know.
Need a little longer to think about it. Hard to pick my wife.
No,
and the
you
bird.
picked the wife, Tonka. You picked the wife, of course.
Oh my
god. But if you want, like, I have a 260-gallon tank here. You want a nice tank. You want some big fish. I can drain. I can definitely help out. I will definitely give you what I can towards him. I'm not asking you to donate him. That's an expensive bird. You can sell that and you make your wife very happy. You'll be unhappy, but your wife will be very happy, getting, 20 grand for a bird. So, I mean, I'm willing to give you whatever it is you want to make her happy, and I can help you and set it up and give you fish and do all this and everything else. That is my favorite fish. You're my only chance of, or
Your
favorite
fish?
bird. That's my only chance of ever getting something like this. That bird is amazing. Okay? I love that bird, and I will never treat it wrong.
Rich won't shut up about them.
I won't. I love them birds.
You've been telling me about them like every single day.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want my
You're like,
my
I just
all-time
want a
goal
hyacinth
is
macaw
a hyacinth. Is a hyacinth. I gotta have a hyacinth. I want a hyacinth.
every day. Tonka said, I don't hear it. Go back up again. Or let me pull back up. Tonka said, go back up one more. Because that was part of his first message.
To visit, make sure you keep him. Of course I will. I will never get rid of that bird. He will be here until I die.
His name is Bob Seeger. That's awesome.
No way. The bird's name is Bob Seeger.
I love him, and I don't need anything just to be able to visit and make sure you keep him. That's what he meant to say.
Yes, of course. You can visit anytime. He will be here. That is my favorite animal on the planet. I've had wolves. I've had, black panthers. I've had bobcats. I've had lions. I've had bears. I've had all these different animals. And the one thing on the planet I want is a
hyacinth macaw.
Hyacinth macaw. My favorite thing ever. And he's 50 years old. So he's set in his ways. So he already talks what he's going to talk. You know what I'm saying?
Lori Petra. Yeah, okay, go on.
He's amazing.
Somebody said, why don't you want to get a baby? Hand feeding creates a bond.
They're $25,000 for a baby. I don't have that kind of money to just waste. I'm not Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? I would rather take this bird and give it its best life it could ever lead, ever, and just give it the biggest space, the most area to fly, and just the best food. I would love this bird so much.
Lori Petrosky said, shouldn't you ask TJ's owner about selling his bird? And I think Josh already talked to him.
They already talked to him and said yes, as long as he can, see where he goes.
Yeah. So that's already been discussed.
Oh my God, he can sing "Roll Me Away." Oh my God.
You just want this bird more and more, don't you?
More and more as time goes on. It kills me.
Tonka, did you get the number saved?
Get a crow. My dad wants a crow. He loves crows.
A crow would turn on you.
No, they're mimicking
I like
birds.
Crows. They're cool. Have you seen the one in the Southwest, like in Arizona or something? They're like this freaking big.
No,
the crows are.
really?
The crows are enormous. Here, let me pull up a picture. The crows in Arizona are like near the Grand Canyon are enormous.
They're big here.
No,
You get a
nowhere.
yeah.
So you're looking for animals that can eat you.
Richard.
I mean, seriously. If you die, buried in the sand, they will eat you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. if like the Indians, got you and they buried you in the sand, your only head sticking out, the crows will eat you. That's what I'm saying.
Those
Not
were
showing a
ravens.
comparison.
Ravens.
Oh, Raven,
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking of.
Yes. Nate Achilles says $100 for Skylar. I'm sold. I'm sold.
No, minus 100 for Skylar.
Yeah, somebody said 500 for Skylar earlier.
Aaron, our website has not changed a bit. You're supposed to recondition the whole thing. Doomby says, aren't those ravens?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Raven. Same freaking thing. They're both black. They both look the same.
CCZ said, I went out for dinner and you still are going.
No,
It is kind of late. It's 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Having a good time.
Dude, if we end up with my favorite
Was Josh out here?
bird of all time, I think the
Yeah, Josh is in the chat.
no,
now.
I think the
There's
listen,
Josh.
I
Ask
think
Josh
the
when
rescue
he's
would
coming
take
back.
a back door to my bird.
Josh is saying
Ask him when he's coming by. He's in the chat.
Who?
Josh, your son.
About the
The
hyacinth
hyacinth
macaw.
macaw. Yeah. And
I love that bird. That
Well-
bird is so amazing.
Hey Josh, I got your
Not only that,
dad
I will buy you any other bird. I will buy you like a scarlet macaw or a green wing. I will buy you a baby so you can raise it and make it your own. I mean, whatever it takes. I love hyacinth macaws.
You
I
got beat in
love that
arm
bird.
wrestling?
Josh is not coming
Wow.
Who
by.
got beat?
You?
I never got beat in arm wrestling.
Aaron says you did.
Aaron's a damn liar. Josh says he's not coming by.
Did you get a car?
Yeah, Josh, how about the car?
Yeah, did you get your car, Josh?
And Tonka. Why don't you text? Do you have your phone on right now, Rich? Have Tonka text you right now to make sure you have his number.
He got my number.
He says he believes he saved it, but he's not sure. No car, but somehow my wife got a new rig.
How did that happen?
Check your messenger, Rich. Your phone even on?
Yeah. Let me see.
It's loading right now.
Nothing there. Nothing here.
It was loading.
Nope. Nothing here. Nothing at all. Nothing come in.
Josh says he signs off on all deals.
Yeah, Josh can suck it. Because if I can end up with a hyacinth macaw,
It's because you're on
No,
airplane
no,
mode.
Josh was talking about TJ going somewhere and aggressive said that you
Oh,
made a
got
deal
you.
with them.
got you.
And Josh said, nope.
No. Here's the thing. The whole Tonka thing with the
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I love that bird. I have been wanting one for all of my life.
You had airplane mode on, Rich.
Look how many messages coming in.
Yeah, you had airplane mode on. Your phone was just off for the past like hour or two.
Well, that's because of the messages, and
That's the ring that he just got. Her. That's a really pretty ring, Josh.
come on, there's a bunch more. Well, sir. Josh says, "How did that person take the news?" I don't know what person
That's
he's talking
Michael
about.
talking to you.
Or Michael.
Yeah, here, give me the phone. I'll read it.
Don't read them until you know what they are.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, he got a 2 carat with a 1 carat half moon on each side. 7 carats total.
Damn, Josh.
Holy shit.
Pimping out there.
Big pimping. That's a $10,000 ring. Oh my God.
More than that.
Wow.
It's like a $20,000 ring. Here.
All right, this is for the thing for
Yeah, I know. Yeah, for the thing you showed me earlier.
no, this is for
Yeah,
Who
the
is
thing you
that
showed me
or an
earlier.
this is for Laura. It's a wooden activity cube. Look at this. And stop it. Go to it. Let me go to the thing.
She
Oh, I
chose
go
the
to-
I know,
ring
I
over
messaged.
the
I
Audi.
was the one that sent them the message to get that, Rich.
She knows
Oh,
she'll
that's fine.
still get the Audi, or Josh.
It was that or an Audi. She chose the ring.
Yeah, but she's still gonna get the Audi.
I know. Here, go to messages. See if the macaw person messaged you.
Hasn't.
You haven't
Okay.
checked.
I did.
No, you just got all your messages in.
Look at this. This is something I got for my granddaughter, and I'm supposed to pick it up tomorrow. A nice little play table for her. Activity cube. Okay. Okay, there we go. It's Tonka. Hi, Tonka.
Hey, make sure you put in macaw so you remember who they are. Message macaw.
See? Look at Willstar. Weston and Wendy. That's his grandkids. See that? I'm not the only one.
Alright, you want to end this live stream?
No, we're having fun.
I could text you.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You just responded to him. Chair Bear, you'd think I'd still have to get her a car on Fox. That's what Josh says.
What?
He bought her a 7 carat ring and now he has to buy her a car too.
Oh my God! Right? Right? I thought he went crazy, and you know, when I thought it was a 3 or 4 carat ring, now he's got a 7 carat ring. Oh my God! His mother would lose her mind. Be like, "Your father only bought me a 1 carat ring." You know, I would be in trouble.
What's the ring my mom gave me?
That's a 1 carat
1 carat?
with diamonds on the side. Yeah. So maybe 2.5 total. Yeah, see, diamonds are going to go down in price because they're starting to manufacture diamonds. They're not replacing diamonds at this point, but they're getting closer and closer to it.
It just means the diamond's gonna be worth more later on.
Funky says, Josh, maybe you can track down Reaper's old white car for her.
After that diamond ring, you know, I might need to.
Ah, that's funny. Reaper Josh says, competition, buddy, makes the world go round.
Josh said he couldn't do that to her with Reaper's old car.
That's like, maybe $300.
She'd kill you, Josh.
Oh, that's funny. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Shannon's right. Lab created diamonds are a big thing now. They're real and great quality. I bought one, and oh, I wished I bought a motorcycle or a boat. Okay, the problem is if they're going to be able to man-make diamonds, you know, then the real diamonds aren't going to be worth shit. Is the problem?
No, real diamonds will be worth more.
No.
Yeah, because you can't get a real diamond anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Well, how are you going to be able to tell?
It's
Are
like
they able
you
to
can't
tell?
get a 69 Camaro anymore without paying big bucks.
How are they able to tell the difference between it? Are they able to
Oh, you can
differentiate the
tell.
two?
Yeah. Give her the hot rod in the garage. I don't think Big Rich is giving up that hot rod until he's going to get buried
That's
in that.
macaw, so you
in
don't
that
forget that
Camaro.
it's him with the macaw.
Dude, you're not bothering me all. Ashley Smith said, holy shit, you still live? I done went live and had a show, and now I came back. Well, Ashley, you're just not doing it good enough. Oh, my goodness. Josh is not the daddy. I was the daddy.
Let me do this for you because you never do this.
What?
Save contact.
Yes, please.
Tonka hyacinth macaw.
Right.
How do you spell hyacinth? H-Y-S.
Cynth. Hyacinth. Ashley Smith, I talk when I'm talking, or I type when I'm talking, because that way whoever's watching can follow along with what I'm doing. You know, like, hey, how are you? I'm, blah, blah, blah. Ashley wanted me to ask you about this. And then I go into it, and then boom. And now I don't have to tell you what I said because you heard what I said, and now they can answer. That's why I do that. Aaron Thomas says 3 months' salary is supposed to be Josh's thing. Pitbull says, I have to ask what happened between you guys and Hoover. Hoover's never allowed here again for the dirtiness that he did here. He's never allowed here. We don't speak of him. That's why usually you get deleted your comment if you ask about him. He's just a douchebag, and we will never allow him on this property again.
So Tonka said, just put my name down as Bob Sager.
Josh, his bird's name is Bob Seeger.
Yes.
I saved it for you.
Thank you.
Why were you handing me the phone?
I don't know.
Go to
Tonka, you can make my dreams come true here. Whatever you want, I will help you get. Whatever your wife wants, I will help you accomplish. Please.
But it's not even that. It's that the bird will have
the best loving home he's ever had.
For the rest of his
life.
life.
I will never get rid of that bird. Ever.
He'll be taken well care of.
Oh, my God. I will be showing him off to
Lots of
everybody.
love.
Oh, my God. Nothing but the best for him.
That's what we said, Josh. Bob Seeger is the man. What a great name. Handy in the alley. I don't know. Would you be willing to do that, Big
What's
Rick?
that?
A handy in the alley for the bird.
Oh, come on. Come
I
on.
said yes.
Yeah.
That was my son that said that.
Yeah.
What an asshole for a son I have. What the fuck?
Let's go to
Aggressive.
Google.
He would never give up the Camaro.
Let's
He's
go
gonna
to
be buried in it.
let's go to Google and let's go to search history.
You will do it.
Search history.
Oh my god.
Okay, have a look through your phone.
Josh seems to know that you really want that bird pretty bad.
Dude, I have been looking for
He's
hyacinth
been
macaw
bitching.
all my
So
life.
you will
Oh my
do
God.
it.
He will.
While
do
I've
it.
had all 5 macaws that I've had, I told everybody my dream
Right.
macaw
So
is
you
a
will do
hyacinth.
it.
He
That's
would do
the-
it handy in
that's
the alley for a hyacinth
So you will
macaw.
do it.
He would.
Let's say it online.
I'll hire somebody for a handy
No,
in the alley.
no.
He would do it for a hyacinth macaw. Do you know how many times I've heard the word hyacinth? Okay, it's hyacinth and geophagus.
I love the geophagus.
I hear hyacinth macaw and geophagus all the time. That's the only reason I know those two names.
Yes, we could do a Tonka charity where the fans pitch in
Give the
and treats and
give
whatnot
Rich the
for our
bird,
pet
please.
to give live through vicarious. Yes. No, I had Big Boy, which was a hyacinth macaw, which is a cross between a red wing. I'm sorry, a what's the red bird? His name was Rocket. A green wing and a red macaw. I forget the name of the red macaw. I'm drawing a blank right now. And that, it came out a hyacinth macaw, and it was bigger than the red macaw, but not as big as the green wing. In other words, his beak was bigger. The only thing bigger than a green wing is a hyacinth macaw. They're called the gentle giants. I've always, all my life, wanted one. And I had the green wing, I had Big Boy, which was the hyacinth, and I had Boo, which was the what kind of a macaw was she? She was a little bit smaller than Big Boy. I don't remember. So many.
I want to know what Josh is talking about, that you would give up something else for the bird.
What's that?
I don't know. Josh says you give up something else. Give you 3 hours and 20 minutes and you'll give it up. Can only imagine.
Aggressive Fish Lover says, was always wondering just how he's acquired some of those tanks. I've went to auctions all over the United States, and that's how I got most of them.
Sue-Ann, the Camaro doesn't get water whatsoever. It's never touched water and never will.
Oh, Jennifer Templar. Hey, Rich, would you cut the mullet for the bird?
Yes, I would.
You would?
Wow.
I
Holy
definitely
shit.
would. I'd be short-haired for
Would
the
you
macaw.
go bald for
Wow.
the macaw?
I would go bald for that bird. Yes.
Holy crap.
That's
That says something.
That's how.
He said no to 10 grand to cut off his mullet.
That's how much I want a hyacinth macaw. I would give up all this hair. I'd cut it all off.
Would you
I'd be
donate it
bald. I'd donate it. Yes.
for Guinness Book of World Records?
Yes.
You remember I bought you the book because it's on sale.
Okay. I would donate it all.
Send
No
it to me.
problem.
no Camaro for the bird.
Camaro for the bird? Camaro or hyacinth macaw?
Hair will grow back, Camaro won't.
Yeah. You could buy like a couple hyacinth macaws with the price of that Camaro. Josh said butt sex.
Ew, come
Come on,
on.
John. What's wrong with you?
That's nasty, Josh.
He's always
How
telling
could
us
you
to
say
tone it
something
down.
like
It's
that?
locks for love, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
In fact, I'll let someone else shave me for the
Skylar.
fact. No. Like Tonka.
You let Tonka do
He
it?
can shave me for the bird. For sure. No problem.
Josh said, but how bad do you want the bird?
I want
Would
that's
you
my
do it for
favorite
butt,
bird of
for
all
butt
time.
sex? Would you do you want the bird for
No.
So you wouldn't do that for
What
the
is
bird.
wrong with you?
Josh said it, not me. Blame your son.
That kid is something wrong with him. Seriously.
It's not my fault. I'm just saying what Josh said.
You do butt sex for nothing.
Me?
Yeah.
I require at least a down payment.
This conversation
Down
got weird.
payment. The man has to love you before you give up butt sex.
We're at money.
Sue Ann.
Oh, she says or have money.
Sue Ann. Rich is willing to cut his mullet off for his bird. What are you willing to give up for TJ? That's the question.
Yeah.
Right. I'm willing to go bald for my bird. What are you willing to do?
Also, when you said there's something wrong with that kid, Josh says, I was raised by you.
Answers a lot of questions right there.
Well, you'll have that. He is a good kid.
Josh said, what did I start? I'm sorry. Just like that. That's how he said it.
Bucky Donouter says, at least you don't get punched in the chest by the chat, Josh.
And I'm way over here, so I haven't had that. I even gave him a.
Move back.
I even gave him a.
Move back.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Come on. See, you talking about that. Oh. Oh. Did you see? She brought up that fist from Kentucky.
You caught me it.
Just go like, I'm gonna get you, Rich. Whack! That's all you got to do.
Or I could go like that.
But look at this shit.
Here, give me another one. There's one here.
No, we don't need more. I'm turning this way, okay?
You're leaving that ear open for a wet willy.
What's wrong with you people?
There's more over there.
Jesus
I think there's
Christ.
a full set for both of us.
Oh, wait a second. What do we got over here? I didn't
Johnson
even know. I
passes
could have been having fun all
Pass
night.
this down.
I could have.
Pass it down. Pass that down. Pass that down. No, pass this down. That's not passing it down. Pass this down.
Pass it around
Pass
the
it down.
Oh my God.
All right. Oh, it's getting late. I thought I was leaving at 7:30. It's 9:30.
Does your girlfriend know this?
Yeah, I told her I'm still on live.
Harley says, Josh, and you say Big Rich gets out of hand after hours. No, it's Josh and everybody else.
Josh, you say, Rich, no, go down, go down. Josh says, after that, I'm living my best life right now. No chest punches. Harley, I leave before I get out of hand, but I'm watching Lost Lands, and it's 9:30 on a Friday. What do you expect, LOL? And it's all misspelled.
He's drunk.
That's what I knew something was up.
Jennifer says, please let my husband come stay for a bit. He can stay here for as long as you need.
Josh, where's my monster?
What's wrong with you?
I'm going swimming tomorrow in the monster pond with Jim. What you did, Skylar?
Wasn't me this time. Go clean that up.
Skylar.
Who's the guy that don't drink?
It was
He
Skylar.
don't drink at all. He's drinking just a...
Somebody else spilled something here before.
Josh, I always use a closed cabinets. I spill all the time.
Damn it!
I got smart.
Look, it went into the fishy thing. God, you guys made a mess. Josh is gonna stick his finger in. It's gonna be all sticky.
Can you put TJ
I
in
need-
your arm?
I have a couple types for us.
You
Take your
never
arm
put
down, you
TJ
bring him
in
up
your
here.
arm.
I'm not going to chance that one.
Okay.
Look at this mess I made.
He will fly away from anybody.
This was already sticky. Somebody else already did this.
Yeah, Josh.
At least I'm not the only one. At least I'm filling in the position properly.
Josh says he's drinking vodka, Monster, and tequila.
Where's my
That's
mic,
the things like
Josh?
to kill ya.
Wait a minute.
He
Wait a
goes
minute.
tomorrow for Brian's.
Tonka goes, if it happens, I will surrender to my wife. We can race. I have a gremlin with a 505 stroker and a 250 shot of nitrous.
Ooh.
Okay. Let me put this
I
on
like
here.
the Camaro better.
I have
You can just say it to him. You know he's watching this.
540 cubic inch motor with
2100.
a 871.
You said 8672.
Yeah,
He's
it's
saying,
not Jenny's number.
He's saying that
871
he wants to race the Gremlin
Lower.
against the Camaro.
with 2
Are these Josh's?
23.
950 carbs. And
Josh says, Aaron, you must want hogtied
We
and gagged. What's wrong with your son tonight?
2400 horsepower with the 1000
10,000 you spelled. With what?
I'm drawing a blank. What do you call that when you hit a button and you hit a nitrous? Thank you.
Here, no E at the end. Backspace 1. You're good.
Okay.
What are you doing? Press enter.
You gotta check your messenger, Dad. Aaron's sending nudes to Josh or something. It's getting freaky in here.
What the hell?
Click it. Can't read it.
She's my biggest fan, Rich. That's Aaron, the guy that's supposed to be doing our website. He's sending cowboy pictures of himself.
Oh God!
Do you see that?
Josh is off the rockers tonight.
What the
time to
hell?
end the live
What's that
stream.
movie called? The gay cowboy movie.
Gay Cowboys in Motion? I
No,
don't know.
no, it's something.
Right. Show camera, Josh says.
Brokeback Mountain. That's some Brokeback Mountain stuff there,
He
Josh.
already has your number. Why are you texting it to
My
him?
phone's gonna
This
die.
is him texting your phone number.
You leave me alone, woman.
He was texting you that
You
number.
leave me alone.
Doctor saying show the picture and
Leave me alone, woman. Leave my
I have to
phone
listen to
alone.
your son. I have to listen to Josh.
Okay, sure.
I'm taking in charge. I'm in charge for Josh
my
tonight.
phone.
It's fun. Yeah, it is funny. It's not bad. You're sitting on it. Can I ban Josh?
You banned Josh.
ban.
No, you're not.
I can ban.
You're not able to ban
No,
Josh.
I can block Josh, but I can't.
Hey,
ban
look.
him.
All
I can-
three. Look.
I can put
Wait.
Josh in time.
All three of my cups are empty.
You had another one after those too. Those are your four.
That's crazy that I can put Josh in time.
Oh.
One more.
I'm
One
cool
more.
with it, but it's just you two after this.
Are we doing
One more.
here? Put my phone on charger.
Yeah, come on in here.
Tonka, I will secede right now. Your car is faster than mine. I just want the bird. You can put it in all the magazines. All the magazines I've been in, Hot Rod, Carcraft. I was center, folded Hot Rod. I was on a show, video, or a movie called Fulton's Point. I was on Rides by Jason Priestley, and I will tell everybody your car is faster than mine. That's all I need. I will do that. No problem. My car's got, we built it for 2,500 horsepower. It's pushing about 2,200, but I cannot put it to the ground because it doesn't have a full, tube frame chassis, all that kind of stuff. I don't even have a roll cage inside. So if I drive this car at the track, I will twist the shit out of it. So I only drive it on the roads, take it to car shows. I've won best of show to many car shows, but you know, I don't take it to the track and try and race it. But it's a great grocery getter.
Here you go. And then I'm out for the night. I still have to finish my laundry, your laundry,
You
and
gonna
Tracy's
cook too?
laundry. Did he leave?
Everybody's leaving.
No, he's coming back. I think he went to the bathroom. But I still have 3 people's laundry to finish.
Okay. Uh-oh. Talk, you don't worry about everybody else. My car has more horsepower than all of my race car buddies. My car cannot go down the track as fast as my race car buddies with smaller motors, okay? I know this, but my car is a 540 cubic inch motor with an 871 wind blower running 20% over, 2 950 Holley Dominator carbs. This motor rocks. And then I have a Turbo 400 with a reverse pattern manual valve body. And then I have a 12 bolt, well, I'm sorry, I got rid of that. I have a Ford 9-inch rear end solid lock spool. I got rid of the 12 bolt posi rear end. So this thing is a jump and go car. This thing just gets up and goes, period. Aggressive fish lover says, party don't stop because Skylar's leaving. You're the life of the party, Rich. Someone wake Jerry up.
I just went down. He is dead asleep.
He's done. All right, Tonka says, I love your Camaro, Rich. You built her right. No, I built her not for racing purposes. I built her to have everything that everybody wants in a car, like the original people. I want a 67 Camaro with the original, everything. Well, that interior has the rear fold-down seat, the rear defogger. Very rare options of 67. The glove box light that would light up and show everything. I have the tack into the console, and then into the dash, and then the console. There's 3 different tacks. I have the highest revving tack. I have a 540 in it. I have a automatic tranny and a Ford 9-inch rear end.
Wait a second, you have an alcohol injector on it?
I do have the Enderley alcohol injector, which I'm not running right now. But with it on there, I was putting out about 2,200 horsepower.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm. My buddy Steve said, behind me, we were cruising with the Rollers Car Club. He said, it looked like you were driving on ice the whole time we were driving through the summer. I was, what? I'm right behind him, and I was just opening up, He loved it. But the thing is, if I was to try and take it to the track and run any of my race car buddies, they would all beat me because their car would hook up and go. My car would do a wheelie and wrinkle and then sit back down crooked. It would just destroy the car. I do not have a roll cage in. I do not have, a 2-frame chassis in it, nothing. So I call my car an adult sit and spin. I can go to the grocery store better looking than anybody else around me. You know what I'm saying?
So, is there any chance for us to start that vehicle before the summer's out?
Yeah, if you want to keep coming back over, we'll go ahead and start it before winter.
I've been saying it all summer.
Yeah, but we've been busy and doing other projects. Now we got no projects. You know what I'm saying? If you want to come over and talk me into it, we can do it.
I want like evidence. I want video evidence. Well,
okay, aggressive fish lovers, you can call them pavement princesses, but I have more horsepower than any of my race car buddies, including, you know, we've got, you know, Gary Box, which owns Box, you know, motors.
is he the one with the Corvette?
Yes. But you know what? I don't prove to anybody that I'm the fastest down the track. I just have my car look really good, and it sounds really good, and it, you know, it huffs ass really good. It just jumps and goes. Anybody that's ever been in it has not screamed and, you know, laid against the seat. That car jumps and goes. It's a fun car, you know.
Doopy, hopefully by the end of the summer we'll hear that beast sound.
Okay, Tonka says, I know who helped you build that Camaro. It wasn't Gary that helped me. I built that block at his house, and he, you know, informed me on, I wanted to order this. He said, no, you should order this. And then we bought the parts. And at his house, I built my motor. I put it in my Camaro, and I ran it. I bought the Camaro originally, you know, and all that. So, you know, Jerry or Gary is very highly influential onto what I built onto that, because I built the motor the same as his box vet. And Tonka, I will race, I will lose, and gladly lose to you, because I do not want to put my car to the traction and risk ruining this $100,000 car. You know, there's no subframe, there's no, you know, tube frame chassis, there's no nothing. It's just subframe connectors. So if I did that, I would ruin a $100,000 car. It would twist for sure. But if you want to go to any street and we just have fun, sure, I'll go. I'll lose to you, and happily. You'll see me spinning out while you're taking off and going. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy with that. I'm good.
Look what Jerry said.
What?
Jerry down at the bottom. People were making sure we checked his pulse when I said he was sleeping.
I can't hear. What?
Says Jerry's on the deck with his son, waiting to get downstairs.
I don't understand what that means.
Because we were talking about Jerry being asleep and better check his pulse.
Tonka, I have basically the same motor that Gary Box has in his vet, except for he has a 1471 and I have an 871 blower. Now, the difference is his car is built to put it to the ground and go. I was in the movie Fulton's Point with him, and I lost to him by one car length on the you know, race, because his car was slammed to the ground and ready to go. And mine's a street car. You know what I'm saying? So I cannot win against Gary's box vet. It still owns Ohio's fish rescues. I'm sorry, Ohio's record for fastest street car competition on a dyno 7.89 seconds at 181 miles an hour on that race, and then he got 800 and
Quarter mile.
in the quarter mile, yeah. And I did not win that day. He got first place, I got second place at the end of that video. Oh no, Tonka, I know you didn't mean anything disrespectful, but a lot of people go, "Oh, Gary Box built your motor," you know, and there's where I'm like half and half. I built my motor based on what he was building his 570, like 572, and I built the same things. I used the same crank, the same, Eagle Forge, I did everything I could, and I've got pictures of me building my motor the whole time in his garage. Yes. So my motor can handle 2,500 horse, but his motor can put it to the ground and go, because my car is not made to put it to the ground and go. If I was to, get on the track and I could get some gription and I had 7-pound wrinkle walls on each side, I would wrinkle the shit out of my body. And then that car would be worthless. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I can take my $35,000 drive chain out of it and sell that car as a 67 stock Camaro, for the same money, and put a brand new, 454 big block, 4-speed, tranny and a 12-volt positive rear end for maybe 13 grand, and put it in there, and then that car would be great for anybody. If I was to try and race it, I'll lose, and I'll destroy that fucking body. Period. Tonka, if you just want to come and have fun for a night, we can take the car out and, we can go do some racing and blah, 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 street racing, that type of stuff. For sure. Have a great time. Of course. That's for sure.
Permission. We're going to get that Camaro running before summer's out.
Well, Tracy's been down. I did not start it this summer. I need to take all the gas out.
Yep.
Put new gas in. Go to the carburetor. Open it up and let the fresh gas come running through and then drain out. And then close that. And then check my floats to make sure they're not overflowing and draining into the intake. And once all the carbs are set, we can then start it up, and take it for a ride.
We're doing it. 4-hour live stream, Josh says. It is late. Josh says he'll have it running tomorrow. Josh, that's not fair. Only if I'm here.
All right, guys, we're going to have to call tonight. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. I appreciate you guys. I love hanging out with you guys. This has been like the highlight of my week. So thank you. And we are pretty much out of here.
Night, Fishy fam.
What did you say?
Night, Fishy fam.
Right. All right, what'd you say, Skylar?
I said bye, guys. No more crypto.
Bye, guys. All right, end the live stream. There we go.
Wow.
Close that down.